America's #1 sports book. Make all your favorite moments of the game add up to one awesome moment. New customers get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. FanDuel, make every moment more.
Doritos spicy sweet chili wings.
What's be up, y'all?
Spicy sweet chips.
Baseball.
Pepsi.
Everyone wins.
To the greatest of all time, Buffalo Wild Wings.
The postseason pregame on TV.
Baseball.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Ready to slide into a new home? Rocket can.
That's what I'm talking about. Only in Estudio Disco in Atlanta. TVS. Coming soon. Studio. Dodgers and Giants. Next.
Hard to get some work done while that's going on here.
Well, we keep.
What was that I was listening to there, Pedro?
That's Dembow. That's a new.
What is up, peoples?
Fusion of music that some young kids in the Dominican are starting to. What is it called? Dembow. Dembow. Yeah, they fuse merengue, reggaeton, with some rap, and different club music and stuff like that, and they sound good though. Sounds pretty good. It's sounding. So that kid is really talented. The one that does that, Don Miguelo is his name.
Don Miguelo.
Yeah, he's really talented, and this is a kid that's really also smart and educated about music.
Corey Knable. Getting the start.
I finally got it right. I heard you, DJ. I heard you pronounce that.
Knable.
Knable.
Yes.
I heard
Corey
Knable.
Knable.
Knable. No, Knable.
Look at you though. Look.
But you know what? Everybody got the point, and everybody knows who's coming.
And what was the point? What was the point, Petey?
Knable.
No, not the name. What was the point? You say everybody got the point. What was the point?
Oh, that I meant him, the one. Knable.
The one taking the ball.
Yeah.
Pedro, can you do me a favor? Before we sign off today, can you sign that ball for us?
Oh, sure. This is my TVS ball, though.
You're going to gift it to Ernie Johnson.
Hi.
Make sure you put the HOF on there.
Yeah, oh, very nice. I appreciate that,
And go with the
y'all.
tall guys.
Yeah.
But I love you, Ernie.
Dodgers, Giants. Game 5 next.
Thank you for the love you brought my way. It gave to me your all and all. Now I'm free, 10 feet tall. Sunny one, I love you. Sunny, thank you for the smile up on your face.
Honey just got its own stinger. Sweet heat drizzled over hand-breaded chicken, crispy bacon, and melty Swiss. This honey has some bite. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken sandwich at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Feed your honey.
New upgraded Axe body wash. Keeps you clean and smelling refreshed for 12 hours.
As a Marine, I learned resiliency. But when I lost my job, my home, and was living out of my car, I felt like a shadow of that person. Now, I'm working to end veteran homelessness. Nearly 40,000 veterans struggle like I did. But with the help of Rocket Mortgage and Built for
Zero veterans should be
community has
homeless.
ended veteran homelessness.
Like, literally
Yours
zero.
can
There
too.
should not be
Join
one
us.
homeless
Visit
veteran.
homeforeveryvet.org to get involved.
What's he gonna chase? The slider? Nah. The changeup? Oh, I've got it. Curveball. Never halfway.
Clayton.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad.
Is it Webb Scherzer tonight or what?
Don't drip on the drip.
Who's pitching for the Dodgers? I know Logan Webb's pitching for the fucking Giants. Corey Knable.
Two franchises that have inflicted so much pain upon the other for so many years.
They know us, we know them really well. Come down and watch a little more.
If you have a pulse, you're a sports fan, you better be watching Dodgers Giants.
3,000 fortunate souls inside Oracle Park and millions around the world brimming with anticipation at the latest and potentially the greatest game in this historic Dodgers-Giants rivalry. We welcome you to the 2021 National League Division Series. It's on TBS, and it is presented by Good Sam.
Baseball.
Giants series tied at 2 apiece. And let's get you caught up here in this series. Game 1 right here in San Francisco. Giants win behind their young ace Logan Webb. Julio Urias then got the Dodgers into winning ways on the road. 9 runs for LA. Then to LA it goes.
Whoever wins this game moves on to the NLCS. It's a big game here.
On the brink, but the Dodgers got a Walker Buehler start on 3 days rest and 3 RBIs from Mookie Betts. And here we are, folks.
Who's really better? It's probably bigger than the World Series. This game. No, I'm not gonna say that, but like this game is huge.
In just a moment, these two franchises have been going at each other all year long, and for over 130 years.
They're the biggest rivals. Well, besides the Red Sox, Yankees, they're the biggest rivals in all of sports. They've both been amazing, neck and neck all year long. Tonight is the night that we find out who is the better team between these two. And I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, obviously the Giants are like 1 win better.
It is an opener. It is Corey Knebel.
Corey Knebel, who opened on September 3rd against the Giants here at Oracle Park and pitched 2 scoreless innings. What they're looking for is the matchups, and those matchups in the first inning are important to the Dodgers. In fact, Urias against Buster Posey. Posey 10 for 20 with 4 doubles.
Meanwhile, the San Francisco Giants are going more traditional, and why wouldn't you? They've got an emerging ace in Logan Webb.
What a gem he threw in Game 1. The Giants have not lost a start at Oracle Park this season.
Well, Logan Webb was excellent in Game 1 with those 10 strikeouts. He went 7 2/3 innings. But of course, as the Giants go with their starter that we thought would happen, the Dodgers flip the script, and we want to get some answers. Lauren Shahadi standing by with Dave Roberts. Lauren.
Dave, you went with Knebel over Urias. What was behind the decision?
I think for us, we just felt that the Giants are one of the best teams in all of baseball of getting the matchups and winning the platoon advantages. So if we can start Corey, who's neutral, who's done it, who's had success, bring Julio into the game at some point, have him dominate, take down a big part of the game, I think all the marks, it gives us a good chance to win.
You told me earlier you weren't nervous until what?
Until Vin Scully tweeted out that this is the biggest game in Dodger-Giants history. So it's like, for Vinny to say that, I wasn't nervous until I heard that. Then the butterfly started racing.
No pressure. Good luck.
Thanks.
Brian.
And a pleasant good evening to you, Vin, wherever you may be. Well, the moment of truth has arrived. The 2 winningest teams to ever play in a winner-go-home game one night can make a lifetime of a legend.
Play some baseball.
Excitement can get rating. They're dressed for pastry baking. The Progressive family. They're helpful but annoying. They always leave us snoring. Accidents are boring with the Progressive family.
So, when do you all go home?
Never. We're here for you 24/7.
How terrifying.
Protection's so good, it's scary. The Addams Family too, now playing everywhere.
Step into a world of endless possibilities. All the elements you need for your next big breakthrough are all on one platform. Whether you're building websites or designing social ads, turning your ideas into achievements has never been easier. What can you create with 100% Shutterstock?
vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
The MLB postseason on TBS is brought to you by Good Sam Rentals. Travel America with Good Sam. By T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network. And by DraftKings, the best place to get in on the MLB action with daily fantasy, sports betting, and free-to-play pools. All postseason, customers can play in free late-inning pools for a swing at over $50,000. Use promo code SEAT to sign up.
It's a picture-perfect Thursday night. It's got a chance to be an historic ball game. You've heard from Dave Roberts. Now we're sitting down to Lauren Shahadi, who is with Giants skipper Gabe Kapler.
It is a rivalry that spans generations. What have you learned about it in your time here?
It's definitely one of the best rivalries in all of professional sports, all of sports, period. And it's just really gratifying to see it unfold in front of our fans and watch all these guys who worked so hard all season long right out on the field.
The next chapter, enjoy it, Gabe.
Thanks.
Ryan.
All right, Lauren, thank you. Thanks to the managers. And here we go. Sellout crowd at Oracle Park in
All right.
San Francisco.
Game 1.
Will match up
Or Game
against the
5.
Atlanta
Fuck me.
Braves in the National League Championship Series.
Game 5.
And it's all coming to an end here tonight for one of these teams. Logan Webb on the mound. You see his team record, Ronnie, in the regular season and the postseason here at Oracle Park. They have not lost a game. Logan Webb has been on the mound.
Can you imagine being 24 years old and starting Game 1 and Game 5? Game 1 was a gem. Looking for the same here in Game 5.
He's from Rockland, California, just outside Sacramento. He's a hometown kid, grew up a Giants fan. Umpires tonight, it'll be Doug Eddings in the hot seat. He's got the play.
Oh my fucking god, Angel Hernandez.
Gabe Morales over at first base. Carlos Torres in his first division series. He's at second. Third base umpire is Angel Hernandez. The crew chief is out in left field, and Ted Barrett, and that's Pat Homer in right field. Umpires are all set. Remember, it's a six-man crew in the postseason in Major League Baseball. Let's give you that Dodgers batting order. Dave Roberts has Mookie Betts leading off. Corey Seager, then Trey Turner. In the middle, it's Will Smith, Justin Turner, and Gavin Lux gets the start. Cody Bellinger, Chris Taylor, and Corey Knebel. Unlikely we'll see him at the plate.
Same lineup that they had in Game 4 for the Dodgers.
All the pieces in place. We are ready to play ball. Game 5, the National League Division Series. And Webb deals, and it's
there we go.
And away we go.
Game 5 is underway.
Dave Roberts talked about after Game 1 that the Dodger hitters were chasing pitches out of the strike zone from Webb. Let's see if they make the adjustment tonight.
And he pours a strike in there. He has an excellent fastball. With
Game 5 is happening, y'all.
He's a three-pitch pitcher, though, but what separates him at 24 years of age, he commands all three of those pitches.
It's Game 5.
He had the Dodgers flailing away in Game 1.
Threw a lot of change.
Marcus, come on, Mookie.
So far, 3 fastballs, sinking fastballs from Webb.
See, the thing is that I want to continue to see Mookie Betts play in the postseason because I fucking love Mookie Betts. But I cannot emotionally handle the Red Sox playing against Mookie Betts in the World Series. I cannot handle that. So it's a tricky situation. It's a tricky situation. There we go, Marcus.
Mookie Betts is aboard to start the ball game tonight.
Mookie's probably been the hottest Dodger hitter in this series. In fact, had 2 in Game 3, had 2 base hits taken away from Brandon Crawford. Just a 3-1 fastball right down the middle, and Betts, a bullet that this time gets over the head of Crawford.
Well, that leaping catch we showed you, which has become the signature defensive play of the series. That was a catch that robbed Betts not only of a hit, but a couple of RBIs as well. Here is Corey Seager, always loves that first pitch, and he fires on the first one and fouls it away.
The Dodgers, in fact, have 10 first pitch hits in this series, 8 in their wins. Runners against Webb.
I've only watched one other game of this series. That was game 5 or game 1. That was game 1. That was the only other game that I watched, and I only watched like the end of that. And then I think game 4 I watched like a tiny bit of. Yeah, I watched a tiny bit of game 4. But yeah, I didn't watch game 2 or 3 or the end of 4.
Any sinker ball pitcher, Brian, it's always been the same. Get the pitcher to get the ball up in the strike zone.
Betts takes his lead at first, and a check on the speedy Mookie Betts.
Easier said than done. Webb has a great sinking fastball, and it's very subtle and late, that movement.
You pitched in a very similar fashion. Those first innings can sometimes be a trouble inning when you're amped up. You're geared up. You've got the adrenaline pumping. Sometimes a little fatigue helps you sink the ball a little bit more. And now Seager.
There we go, Corey Seager. Oh no, it's caught.
So Ruff comes in a few steps.
That is a caught ball.
Seager hit it hard, and the first out of the ball game.
Yeah, 2 bullets so far by the Dodgers. Webb and Posey are the battery mates. They go around the infield. Flores back at first base.
Yeah, honestly, it's like I don't care what team wins. I really don't care. Like I said, I'd love to see Mookie play more in the playoffs because I fucking love Mookie and I miss him. I fucking miss him, dude. But I don't want to see him play against the Red Sox. I just cannot handle that emotionally.
Until 60 minutes before the game officially. Tommy LaStella was a big reason why, nursing that Achilles injury. So here is Trey Turner now.
And plus, I would love to just play a different team in the World Series from the team that we just played like 3 years ago.
We're not going to give you our lineup.
We're not going to post our lineup, but Gabe Kapler did admit to us that he did change his batting order once he saw that Corey Knebel would be the starter and not Julio Urias. There were some changes in the left-right matchups.
Yeah, Trey.
As we see the Giants come to the plate. Turner on the ground, got a man right there.
Oh, that's a double play. You got a double play to like the 2 of the fastest guys. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Got a double play to 2 of like the fastest guys and 2 of the fastest guys.
Who's trying to turn the hoods back in the neighborhoods?
Two hardcore fan bases. That's a great matchup. One of the loudest buildings in all the NHL.
I hope you guys are having a good night. Hope you're enjoying some baseball. The game is on TBS if you wish to view. And if you don't, then you can watch a strike zone on this video. Doggy.
All the delivery, no delivery fees. Dash Pass.
There's something I want to ask you.
Sheena.
The new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced iPhone camera ever, and I got it at T-Mobile.
I thought you were going to talk about
Sheena the dog.
forever.
This is a value that lasts forever, because when you get the new iPhone at T-Mobile, trade-in value is locked in.
So we can always have a new iPhone?
Yes. So, what do you say? Switch to T-Mobile with me?
Yes.
We're going to T-Mobile!
Fall in love with iPhone. Get it on us now and upgrade every 2 years forever. Only at T-Mobile.
Yours is a front yard family, because that's where all the neighborhood is. So you stay out front. We'll stay real brewed, and the world will be colder because of it. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Stay cold.
What's he gonna chase? The slider? Nah. The changeup? Oh, I've got it. Curveball. Never halfway.
Never halfway.
I am 100%. We're dancing. Oh. Okay. And that's a yeah. I'm a dancer now.
Little Caesars so crazy, calzone, Julienne pepperoni. It's so tasty.
If that one Applebee's commercial comes on with that Barry White song, I need to fucking mute my TV. Because, like, I've gotten claimed, like, 5 times in the past week because of that commercial. whenever I'm
Dodgers getting a
streaming.
score in the first and 9-pitch inning for Logan Webb, and here are the Giants. Gabe Kepler has Tommy LaStella in there to start. Darren Ruff, he's in left field, and Buster Posey behind the plate. In the middle of the order for Kepler, it's Brandon Crawford, Chris Bryant, and Mike Yastrzemski. And the bottom three, Wilmer Flores, Evan Longoria, and Logan Webb. And it's the opener. Corey Knebel has been an all-star closer with the Milwaukee Brewers. He's opened 4 games this year. This is the first time he's ever done it in the postseason.
First time in the postseason, but he did it on September 3rd, pitched 2 scoreless innings here against the Giants at Oracle Park.
He was late to his warm-ups by starter standards, not by reliever standards. He tried to keep it as normal as he could as LaStella takes a ball high.
First pitch curveball from Knebel.
And if you're wondering about
Tommy LaStella's on the fucking Giants? How did I not know that? How did I not know that until this very moment? I feel like I'm not a baseball fan if I don't know that.
For the first time has to engage with all the pregame activities.
Wasn't he like on the A's for a bit? And he was on the Angels.
It was interesting watching his whole warm-up sequence down
He just
there.
likes the West,
He
I
only
guess.
needed just a handful of throws. He got his 8 tosses on the mound, and he's ready to go. And he is a power pitcher by all accord. Power fastball, power curveball. On the 2-0 to LaStella, that one's in there for a strike at 97 miles an hour.
Dave Roberts kiddingly said that he might call Knebel on the bullpen phone before he started his warm-up just to make it feel genuine.
Julio Urias expected to get the bulk of this game. And he is available. He's standing down in the bullpen currently.
Who the hell is this guy in the front row?
Out to Mookie Betts into right center field. And when Corey Knebel is right, he'll get a lot of those. So LaStella's got 1 at-bat in, but Lauren Shahadi, he is not at 100% right now.
Gabe waited to put out the lineup until later this afternoon to see how he looked in warm-ups. I watched him. He didn't limp at all. He's been dealing with Achilles soreness for weeks. He re-aggravated it. We saw it in Game 4. I'm told it's not going to get better until he rests it for an extended period of time. Certain awkward movements make it more intense, Brian.
It was interesting that Gabe was also talking about the doctors assured him that he couldn't really risk a more serious injury by continuing to play. Really, his pain threshold is the key.
Oh! Is that gone? No, it's not gone. That ain't gone. Mookie got it. Because Mookie...
Where big fly balls go to die here in San Francisco. And 2 men are out. You saw...
I want to watch Mookie Betts do some amazing things.
Except here in San Francisco.
That's the real reason I'm watching is for Mookie.
That triangle is used to playing those deep parts.
I miss when he was in a Red Sox uniform.
They did move the fences in a couple of years ago, not in this area. But the fences in did produce a lot of homers. The Giants led the National League in home runs. Here is Buster Posey now, and he swings at the first pitch. That is driven to right.
That one's gone. No, that one's not gone either. Ah, that's not gone. But Mookie just keeps running. Yeah, Buster Posey knew better than to run on Mookie Betts. You do not run on Mookie Betts. He's gonna fucking throw a ball that's so fucking hard and so fast that you're gonna be out and you're gonna look like a moron. And that Buster Posey's not a moron.
Remember, he hit that home run on a 3-0 count in game number 1 against Walker Buehler to right field. This one he hits a little to the left. It's off the wall and takes a bad carom and over the head of Mookie Betts. A lot of people thought Posey was probably going to go for third. You can't against Betts. He's already thrown Wilmer Flores out at third in the series.
Now, any other base runner, perhaps. But with 2 outs, too risky. Posey at second base. Here is Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford. That man does stuff.
Dodgers have activity in their
He does
already.
stuff.
First inning.
He hits a baseball hard.
And Knebel deals, and Crawford able to check his swing. So there are the openers, there are the early relievers. Rusnard Graterol is the get-out-of-jam guy in the first or second inning. They'll wait and pick their spots. You might not see Urias until you see a couple of the left-handers pinch hit for guys like LaStella and Yastrzemski. That bounces in.
Ooh.
Play back there by Will
Did that hit him?
That keeps Posey
That might have hit him.
off third base.
I don't think it hit him.
Was an extreme dirt ball. Like a
That did not hit him.
Picking this one.
We've seen already in this series Will Smith do this a couple of times. Really nothing else he can do on that ball that was thrown 50 feet.
Giants with a scoring threat early after fly ball outs to start it. Posey with a double. 2-0 to Crawford and a swing and a foul.
So you're trying to stay away from the matchup of Urias against Posey. Posey 10 for 20 with 4 doubles. But what has happened now with Posey getting the double, the matchup is flipped now. So instead of Urias against Crawford, you've got Knebel against Crawford, advantage Crawford and the Giants.
You heard Dave Roberts talk about the matchups and trying to get as many cross matchups as they can. That's why you go with an opener. This is not new in the game. It's relatively new for the big market Los Angeles Dodgers, though. You might remember back in 2018, the Brewers used an opener against Dave Roberts' Dodgers in the NLCS. Wade Miley. That was just one batter. Knebel has to face a minimum 3 batters, and he's done that already. There's a swing and a miss. Boy, that was a wicked curveball by Corey Knebel. 2-2 the count.
Well, he throws it about as hard as anyone in the game. That started at the letters, ended up in the dirt.
2-2. Posey the runner at second.
My average watch time is 16 seconds. So what that tells me is that people think this is a live stream of the game. They come in and see that it's not, and then they leave, which is pretty funny.
Buster not going anywhere, though, but just trying to limit that secondary lead as Posey will try to score on a base hit.
Posey will be off with a crack of the bat with 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a swing at a foul.
Man, Brandon Crawford's just...
Knebel comes back to the curveball. It's just a 2-pitch pitcher, but both pitches are extreme in nature. You got to cover 97, 98 with a fastball, and then down to the low 80s with the curveball running.
Better swing by Crawford against that curveball. It was against the left-hander, but his home run in this series was against the curveball.
Do it again. Knebel a long pause.
Oh, that strikes him out. No? All right, I mean, I guess.
Well, it's still the truth. For umpires, when you throw the ball and it goes across the plate on the other side of the target, very rarely get this call.
And Doug Eddings does not give him that call, even though it looked like it was in the strike zone.
It's kind of a bullshit call.
Knebel as effective against left-handed batters as he is against right-handed batters.
Base open here, you got to feel like Knebel's going to come with that hard curveball.
This crowd is anxious. Everybody's anxious with this kind of game. Coming down to one last game here in this best-of-5 series. 3-2. Crawford, a swing and a miss. Knebel.
That's strike 3. Corey
Knebel
Knebel's doing good already.
Double by Posey. Knebel answers with that curveball and a strikeout.
Right, Sheena?
Underway in San Francisco.
Why are you always asleep?
Doritos spicy sweet chili wings.
Get them while you can.
Right. Spicy sweet chips always. Cheers. On the other. Pepsi.
Everyone wins.
To the greatest of all time, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Can you turn the volume up, please? Oh, yeah. Don't miss the record-breaking smash hit with something for everyone. I say either. And did I say either? No! So sorry. Yummy. Fed up. Rated PG-13. Now playing.
I spent months looking for a job. I got nowhere. This helped me deal with that frustration. Things changed when I tried ZipRecruiter, because it works like a free personal recruiter. ZipRecruiter sent me great jobs. I applied with a click. Some companies even invited me to apply. I started a new job last week. This
Still helps. Go to ZipRecruiter.com and put ZipRecruiter to work for you.
What if I told you about a kid who saw possibilities?
Dunking on 10-foot rims by age 15. High school player of the year, twice.
Then went off to college, D1, top shelf.
#1 draft pick, rookie of the year, and MVP in the same year.
Won 2 golds.
Won the MVP again.
Won a ring.
To some, the name is Candace.
To others,
It's Ace.
At Fisher Investments, our clients know we have their backs.
How do your clients know that?
Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put clients first.
So you do it because you have to?
No, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
One that we don't take lightly. It's why our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Fisher Investments is clearly different.
7-night adventures from $3.99. Book yours today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Maureen is saving big holiday shopping at Amazon, so now she's free to become Maureen the Merrier. Food is her love language, and she really loves her grandson. Like, really loves.
Giants, Dodgers. 107 wins for San Francisco, 106 for the Dodgers. 10-9 Giants advantage. So we got 109 wins for each team here as we arrive to this Game 5. 5th time in postseason history, 2 teams with 100 or more wins. But it is the most wins ever in a winner-go-home game with 109 apiece. Of course, the Dodgers won the wild card game against St. Louis. A surprising news day with that organization today. And Mike Schilt being let go as the Cardinals manager. So there is that extra win for the Dodgers, and they arrive to this game. There's going to be a team that wins 109 games and is finished for the season, gets eliminated. Remarkable seasons for both organizations. Giants won the division. Here's Smith, who takes a ball. Giants saw the Dodgers have a stranglehold on the National League West. They had won 8 straight divisions, the Dodgers, until the Giants won it this year. Outlasted them by 1 game as well. Strike 2 in there. And that 10-9 season series came down to the very last regular season meeting on September 5th when the Giants won that game on a Sunday afternoon here in San Francisco. And they won the division by that single game. On the ground, Mastella down to a knee. He'll make the play.
Will Smith.
Good sign for Webb. A couple of ground balls back to back. You know, we really noticed in that first game, he threw a lot of change-ups, a lot of sliders. He's usually sinker heavy. In the first inning, 7 of his 9 pitches with a 2-seamer.
Changing up the game plan a little bit. Here's Justin Turner. Just 1 for 17 in the division series. Homered in the wild card game off Adam Wainwright. That was in the 4th inning of that wild card game. It tied the game. Of course, the Dodgers would win that with a Taylor walk-off. But it's been a struggle since Ron with Justin Turner, and he is really fighting his swing and his rhythm and timing right now.
It's just so unusual to see him struggle in the postseason. But fouling a lot of pitches he usually handles, fouling them straight back.
Turner has had so many big moments in the postseason. 13 career postseason homers for Justin Turner, franchise record. And a swing and a foul, and it's 1-2. The game started with a Mookie Betts single to left field. Webb had gotten behind Betts. Seager flew out but hit it sharply, left the bat at 106 miles an hour. And then Trey Turner bounced into a double play. While Knebel is a fly ball pitcher, when Webb's right, he'll get a lot of ground balls. And did he go? No, he did not. Able to check his swing, says Gabe Morales. 2-2 to count.
We've seen the umpires be very aggressive with this call during this series. But Gabe Morales did not think that Turner offered at that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
2-2 pitch. Half swing roller coming in. Crawford got time here. And he'll...
Ooh, that was close. Justin Turner ain't fast, though. That boy is not a fast boy.
Producing the last 4 outs. 2 go on here in the Dodgers second. Doug Gratterall warming in the bullpen. Could be the end for Knebel.
Already?
2 innings.
Man, I hate this opener shit, man.
That's regular season innings versus postseason innings. You pitched in many.
They're already putting in I mean, not yet, obviously, but like they're already warming up Brewstar.
2 innings at a time.
I don't know how much I agree with that.
So 2-minute out. Here's Gavin Lux. This is a big part of the story for the Dodgers here, whether to start Lux or not throughout this postseason. He didn't get that start until Game 4. He responded well. He was on base 4 times. He had a couple of hits.
Probably got in the lineup because of his pinch hit at bat in Game 3 when he almost left the yard. But the windy conditions that night kept the ball into the glove.
You know what would be cool is if this clock was live and it was just moving.
He's the man who is out. A right-handed batter typically plays left. Dodgers prefer Lux in center, which allows Taylor to play left field. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count.
Oh, you see that good changeup from the 3/4 position. Just dies as it gets to the plate.
And a called strike 3.
Strike 3.
Webb gets the corner and a 1-2-3 inning for Logan Webb. Picks up his first strikeout. Got him up and loud at Oracle Park. Posey stuck the landing, and Lux is gone.
These are good baseball players.
2 choices: sign it or sign
So
it.
through an inning and a half, game's still tied.
Before you sign that, read your credit score.
Wow, my score went up.
Yeah, with those credit scores, we'll lower the interest.
Thanks, you saved me money.
Come on, stop that. And boost your credit scores and save.
I should take shrooms right now. I have shrooms over there. I could take them.
To live is.
But then I feel like I wouldn't enjoy the game as much. I feel like I'd just be like too fucked up.
98 miles per hour. Wow. How far was that drive?
I feel like I wouldn't even really be watching. Like I would be staring at the game, but I feel like I wouldn't be like taking in the information of the game. You know?
Party? Hi. How'd you sleep? And why are you checking your blood oxygen level? Oh, there's your answer.
The moment Proactive started working, I felt relieved, empowered,
hopeful.
I felt like I could take on the world.
Get that clear skin feeling with our 3 skincare systems. Proactive's got clinically proven ingredients to clear skin, and they're dermatologist tested to be gentle. Proactive Solution, our original system for most skin types. Proactive Plus is gentle enough for sensitive skin, and there's Proactive MD for that stubborn acne. Subscribe today, risk-free at Proactive.com, and get this free charcoal brush. Subscribe today, risk-free at Proactive.com, and get this free charcoal brush.
Join us. You always wanted to see the stars.
On behalf of Starfleet, welcome aboard.
What is that?
We get to go there and explore. This ought to be good.
Get me my ship.
Fire the pew 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 button.
I don't see a pew 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 button.
Just hit them all.
The postseason. This is the next level. Where a new generation rises.
You was never really moving for me anyway. When I'm out here at the top, I want to hear him say, "I'm a champion." It was the end, yeah.
So the
Right,
wheels in
Sheena?
motion for the Dodgers. Corey Knebel is out. One inning, the opener. Now it's the hard-throwing.
All right, Bruce Jar.
He has been outstanding in the postseason so far.
Bruce Jar's already in this game. I don't know how much I agree with that. Dave Roberts, you could have put in Urias. You could have put in Urias. I mean, Bruce Jar is insane, but you could have put in Urias and then used Bruce Jar later. But that would just make too much sense.
Flores coming up here for San Francisco. No score. We're just underway. And the Giants, a lot of early swings so far against the power right-handers, Knebel and Gratterall. A two-out double by Buster Posey last inning. And then Knebel comes up, summons the big curveball to get the strikeout of Brandon Crawford.
Gratterall came over from the Minnesota Twins when the Dodgers dealt Kenta Maeda over to the Twins. Maeda had a strong season a couple years ago, but Gratterall has been a big part of this bullpen.
And a little chopper foul. 2-2 the count on Chris Bryant. 100 mile-an-hour pitches thrown this postseason. There's a lot of triple digits there.
Bruce Jar Gratterall's only thrown 35 pitches in the postseason this year. I mean, he is a reliever, but like, come on.
Where his max is, and that is about as max as it gets in Major League Baseball.
We'll see if it's his max. Game 5 here.
2-2 to Bryant. It'll be a steady diet of relievers. At some point, Dave Roberts will go to what is known as the bulk pitcher, the pitcher who pitches the most innings, and that will be Julio Urias. And this is going to be a fascinating study. Bryant blows up his bat. Turner makes a play, long throw. Bryant.
That's safe. A lot of play. What an attempted play that failed.
Bryant busting it down the line, and he reaches on an infield.
Dude, his bat is fucked. Yeah, Angel Hernandez,
the
little
reason he
bitch.
was able to get that infield single because Bryant was stuck in the box is that Turner had to alter.
Angel Hernandez, a little bitch.
Kind of stopping his run. And watch this bat get splintered. Oh. And then it travels 100 feet over the head of Turner. See how he had to stop Turner there? And then proceed to the baseball. By that time, it was too late to get Bryant at first.
Trying to compute all of that as a ball and a bat is coming at you. And Bryant with great wheels beats it out. Now Yastrzemski takes a strike. Yastrzemski still hitless in this division series. He's 0 for 12. Overall, he's 4 for his last 31. Meanwhile, Chris Bryant putting together a nice little run here. That was his 7th hit of the series. And includes a 3-for-3 game. Home run in the opener of this best-of-5 series. And just got there in front of Turner's throw. Yastrzemski pops it up. Shift was on. That means
Today I was at work, and I work at Dairy Queen. Somebody came through the drive-thru and ordered one single slice of toast. Dead ass. One singular slice of toast. And Dairy Queen is so fucking stupid that they still charge you like $1.50 for that. Like, if it was me, I would have just given it to them. Seriously.
More time to get ready than relievers, but in this Game 5 atmosphere and the adrenaline pumping, takes you a lot less time than you think.
Here's Wilmer Flores, who gets a call at first base tonight for the Giants. And he's on that first pitch. He fouls it away.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised. Wilmer's always been a good big game player, good fastball hitter. Doesn't matter how hard you throw, he can turn it around.
And a signature moment of the Giants season, had a big home run off Kenley Jansen at Dodger Stadium late in a game earlier this season. Flores 0 for 8 in his division series. He's up there hacking, and he's down 0-2.
Brian, this isn't something that comes out of thin air for the Dodgers. Last year in Game 7 of the NLCS. They started Dustin May. He went in and the third. Then Tony Gonsolin came in. Blake Trinan. Gratterall pitched in that game as well. Urias finished that game with 3 beautiful innings.
Urias preparing for the third, you would have to imagine. 1-2 the count on Flores. During the regular season, Flores hit .341 against the Dodgers. Was 14 for 41. Brandon Belt is out. Brandon Belt and Max Muncy, the 2 significant pieces that are missing for these teams. And therefore, it's been a bit of a revolving door for both teams at first base. And while Muncy, it is unclear whether he could come back. He's got a dislocated elbow, which happened on the final day of the regular season. Brandon Belt is closer to coming back. So if either of these teams advance, could be an option down the road. As Gratterall misses. 2-2 the count now on Flores. Dodgers have a bullpen full of closers. And they're rolling 2 out here to start the game. And Knebel and Gratterall. And he comes out with this with a slider. 3-2 the count. And now we'll see if Bryant is on the move here. Do not have a stolen base in this series.
Bryant's got good speed. I'd start him. Be aggressive.
3-2, 1 away. Stays put and floats.
Oh, that's a base hit.
A little handle shot. Flying from grass. And the Giants have 2 on with 1 away.
Thing is, Max Muncy's not on this team. Well, he is, but like not right now. So it's like a big deal. That's like a thing. It's a problem.
Flores, big game hitter indeed.
How about these 2 hits for the Giants? Knuckle busters from Gratterall. The infield hit by Bryant shatters bat in multiple pieces. So now 2 on, 1 away for Evan Longoria. Scherzer in Game 3, the lone run of the game on that windy night at Dodger Stadium. Defied those winds. And he hit a fastball, a big one, from Scherzer out of the ballpark to deep left center. Giants threatened in the first, they threatened again here in the second. Longoria trying to get it started early, and he fouls it back. He was ready for the fastball, but Gratterall put it right by him.
He did get that started earlier, still late. See the movement that Gratterall has on that. Not as much of a sinker, but more of a running fastball that runs in on the right-handers.
Infield hit for Bryant, single to left for Flores. 2 on, 1 out, and Longoria takes the ball. 1-on-1 that time. Second consecutive inning, the Giants have had an at-bat with a runner in scoring position. Popped him up. Bellinger drifting in the foul territory. And there's out number 2.
2 singles and 2 pop-ups in this inning.
Don't do drugs.
And now the pitcher Logan Webb coming up. There's a key out for Gratterall to get Longoria. Longoria's in that 8th spot in the order because he does give him a little pop there in front of the pitcher.
Webb is a good athlete. Webb is a good hitter. In his last start on game 162, hit a home run.
Had 2 hits that day. Launched his first homer. Former high school quarterback for the Rockland Thunder. Outside Sacramento, he can run a little bit as well. Seeing another level of fastball here from Gratterall, though. And he played on it, fouled it back. He took a good cut. Gave it all he had. Let's put it this way. Logan Webb typically not in the game when the Gratteralls and the Knebels come up. out of the bullpen. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Gratterall can get out of this. With the pitcher at the plate, Dave Roberts will essentially make this a 7-inning game for his starting pitcher, Julio Urias, who comes out of the bullpen today.
Opposition.
Oh, so he is going to pitch.
Dodger pitchers in the postseason, 3 for 33 with runners in scoring position.
But at least let Brusdar get another inning. You don't have to use all your fucking pitchers. I don't know, though. I feel like they should let Urias from this point go into... If he does good. If he does bad, they'll obviously take him out. But if he does good, I say let him pitch into, like, the 7th from here. Maybe even farther. But I know that they'll probably only pitch him into, like, the 5th or 6th at most. But I think they should pitch him into the 7th or 8th. Hell, if he's good enough, just have him fucking go. Just have him fucking go for it.
Neighborhood. Until Mrs. Cashman started feeding the neighborhood cats. All the cats.
But that's like if you got a lead, you know.
With Rocket Mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options in real time.
Customize our monthly payment, down payment, and closing costs.
Please.
And no cats.
It was a cat catastrophe.
Just no.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
I need to try it first.
They're coming for your personal data, your intellectual property, your business. Attackers are attempting to take what belongs to you and holding you to ransom. Defenders don't feel ransom. They end it. With cyberism, defenders detect and stop ransomware before others miss every time. A promise backed by a $1 million breach warranty. Join the defenders and never be held to ransom.
I want more of this.
I think we can. LL Flooring is having our biggest sale of the year.
On 300 floors.
I'd love to be a DH in baseball. That'd be like so fun. You go up, you hit a fucking bomb, and then you just get to watch the game because you don't play defense. Like, it's really like playing in the game that you're watching. That's really fucking cool. Like, you just watch the game, obviously, because you're not, you know, doing defense. You're watching like 97% of the game. And then like, and then you get to go up and hit in the game that you're fucking watching. That's pretty damn cool. Get a lot of downtime. You don't have to do shit besides hit bombs.
American-made fuels will take care of your fleet so you can take care of your business. Quick-fill fleet fueling and you. Driving America.
Yes.
But then every so often you do actually have to play defense.
Yeah, do not disturb. It is a night for baseball tonight. Got the stage to themselves, the Dodgers and the Giants. All of the other division series have been decided. Tony Bellinger will lead off for Los Angeles.
That's kind of why I like the NLDH. It's because, like, or the NL no DH. Like, I like the pitchers hitting because then it takes away the DH. And then, like, the fucking, when an AL team plays an NL team, it's like super strategy. It's like, where are you going to place him? It's like, just fucking fun.
One of his 2 home runs and a big moment in those deciding games when you need your star players to deliver. Bellinger has been that guy in the past.
It's down 0-2 in this at-bat, but against the Giants in this postseason, he's 3 for 11. This season against the Giants, he was 2 for 48.
Can't help but think about that bash that Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco made popular here in the Bay. Well, if you could have that back, he certainly would. There's a call, strike 3.
You know, one thing I hate in football is that the playoffs are like neutral site. Well, no, not the playoffs, but like the fucking Super Bowl is. I wish it was like just the best record. The team with the best record gets to have the home stadium.
Emerging not only as an ace, but
and then the one year we did actually get to see the fucking team win at their home stadium. It was literally like limited capacity.
Elementary, about 100 miles away from where we're standing.
Like no one really got to go.
They wore jerseys, celebrated his success in game 1 of this series. I spoke with Buster, by the way, about that start. He said it reminded me of catching Tim Lincecum in game 1 of the DS in 2010. You remember, he struck out 14 over 9. Said the way Logan attacked hitters, exactly the same as Tim.
It's nice to be
right?
compared to Tim Lincecum. 2-time Cy Young Award winner.
Tim Lincecum's a legend.
One of the more popular players to ever play here.
No question. Lincecum, Madison Bumgarner, young pitchers thriving in the postseason, just like Webb is so far this season.
Don't leave Matt Cain out of there.
Oh boy, Matt Cain.
Did Lincecum retire because of injury, or was it? Did he just end up sucking? Like, did he just start to suck? Or what happened?
For Gratterall. Chris Taylor at the plate. Arias will start the third.
Yeah, because he's 37 right now. So like. Oh shit! He got traded to the Angels. I didn't even know that.
And yet, Webb is pouring in the strikes.
Or signed with the Angels.
Webb got 21 swings and misses in game 1. Oh, that ball's hit well into left field. Backing up on it is Ruff with room. He's got it on a cool night. And Taylor is out. Just missed it by a click on the bat. And Taylor is out number 2. Gives us a chance to remind you that you can get your game on at MLBshop.com. Authentic on-field caps, tees, hoodies, and more. Get all your postseason gear and wear what the champs wear. The official source, MLBshop.com. So they pull Beatty back, the lefty, and now it'll be Souza. Both have tremendous power. Which will burn the right-handed bat against Webb here in the 3rd inning.
2 outs. Ball was flying out of here in batting practice when it was sunny, and now that night has come, ball's not really traveling as well as they were 3 hours ago.
Temperature will be drifting into the low 60s. Souza asked for timeout. Was granted timeout by Doug Eddings.
Players today signal to the pitcher, my bad. Pitchers are, I don't care.
No, we tried to make a comeback.
Slings one in for a strike. Pitching with such poise, this 24-year-old right-hander, Logan Webb, completely changed the way he pitches over the last couple of seasons. He used to be over the top. As he put it, he was a north-south pitcher. Big breaking ball.
Yeah, it's sad, the whole Tim Lincecum story.
But they turned him into an east-west pitcher here, and it's changed everything.
East-west, guy who pitches to contact.
One and two to count. Steven Souza Jr. And wave and a miss. Down he goes. Logan Webb picks up strikeout number 3. For the intensity of a Game 5. These historic rivals, Dodgers-Giants, still scoreless.
From Scott Cooper and Guillermo del Toro, the renewal of Diabolical Spirit on October 29th.
He's here.
Rated R, October 29th.
It feels good having someone on your side to care for, be there for life's twists and turns that it has in store. 'Cause it's the little moments where we show how much we care, and it's so much to protect each day. A little goes a long way. Nationwide is on your side.
You've never seen anything quite like it.
Strikeout.
Created anything quite like it. The all-electric, all-Mercedes EQS. What does it mean to be made true? It means every cut, stitch, and seam is made to push things forward for the last 170 years and the next. Fruit of the Loom, made true. The LG Wash Tower. Redefine laundry in half the space.
Well, part 1 and 2 of the Dodgers' plan worked. Their relievers come on, Corey Knebel and Brusdar Graterol. They put zeros on the board. And now part 3, Julio Urias, at 25 years of age, expected to be the starter. Instead, he comes on here for the 3rd inning, and he'll be the bulk pitcher today, as many innings as they can give him.
And here come the platoons, as Donovan Solano will now bat for Tommy La Stella.
La Stella's night is over. Just the one at-bat flew out to right. Solano, a superior defender who has a play in this series that goes on the reel thus far. This whole series for both teams has been a defensive clinic. The Giants have got beautiful plays from Solano and Brandon Crawford and Chris Bryant. Trey Turner and Mookie Betts have all contributed for the Dodgers. Don't forget the outfielders. Betts threw out a runner at third base in game 2 of this series. Could have been a game-changing moment.
You heard people talking about shortening the game. This is what you got right now. You get 5 innings from Urias like you did his first start in game 2, you're already past 7 and into Trinan and Jansen territory. 15 outs though, not that easy.
It's a fascinating game. Yeah. It's a different game, no question, but it is so interesting. I think both managers were eager to get the game started, and as the game comes at you, the read and react mentality that Dave Roberts talks about, Gabe Kapler talks about. It's so interesting. Players are pliable. But Urias has to do his part now. He's been terrific in the past. Solano fouls it away. Just last year, Urias, both in the championship series and in the World Series, he was the finisher. He wasn't the closer, he was the finisher across multiple innings in the NLCS against Atlanta and then in the World Series against the Rays. And he was the man on the mound at the end of games. 1-2, Solano in the air to center field. And routine for Lux. Remember, this is all brand new for him, just his 8th start out there in center field. So even routine fly balls come with a little extra caution with Gavin Lux, a converted infielder.
So now that Gabe Kapler has played the first card after Robertson has the opener, now you're looking at Donovan Solano is going to get at-bats late in this game against Trinans, against Jansen's. Not that he can't hit right-handers, he's a talented hitter, but it does change things.
Here's Darren Ruff. Ruff, first pitch in the air, deep center, and Lux
catches it. Man, no one's in the stream tonight. People are joining, but like no one's commenting.
Ruff has swung at 2 pitches and hit them both on the nose.
Ruff has been aggressive early in the count. Lux is a terrific infielder, a second baseman, most likely of the future, but his bat was so good that the Dodgers started to play him in the outfield, and he's done a lot of work out there. He is not comfortable, but he's making plays.
You know he's a newbie. Why? 2 hands to catch that ball in center field.
That brings up Buster Posey. First ball swinging once again. He fouls it away.
We said in the open, Posey 10 for 20 with 4 doubles against Urias.
Had a great year against lefties this year. Hit 368 against left-handed pitching all season. About 70 points better against lefties than right-handers. In the air, deep center, Lutz on the run, but that's over to cover for him. Pulling it, Kelly Leak says, I got it. Beat it, kid. 1-2-3 inning for Urias on 8 pitches.
That's crazy. I'll tell you this, that's the best I've ever heard that song. Like, I felt it over here, I felt it up here, I felt it up in the top. One thing for me in life is I like to create experiences, you know. Dolby Atmos creates an immersive experience where the listener feels like they're literally at the center of the song. It's game changing, and I'm excited for people to hear it.
Achievement takes more than having a dream. It takes having the spirit to beat the odds. It takes the courage to pursue a passion, the heart to turn a house into a home, and the determination to turn an idea into an enterprise. I'm the Hartford Buck, and I see the human in human achievement.
With insurance from the Hartford, the Buck's got your back.
Sensitive like mine, I love new Clear Eyes Sensitive for gentle relief with up to 12 hours of soothing comfort. And eyes that feel as good as they look. New Clear Eyes Sensitive. Your eyes deserve the best. This is Fracture. Just upload an image, place your order, and it'll show up at your door beautifully printed directly on glass. And this isn't just another frame, not just another canvas. This is new. This is a Fracture. Visit fractureme.com and print one today.
Mookie Betts, former MVP in the American League, traded to the Dodgers, signed a big deal with the Dodgers. He's been hurt a lot this year. But he has been terrific in this postseason. Finally got his hip right and some back problems, shoulder problems. 6 hits now in the division series. He's 6 for 17. He's ready to lead off. Second time through the batting order for Logan Webb.
All right, Marcus.
Betts singled in the first inning. But then Trey Turner bouncing into a 4-3 double play. So Logan Webb faces the minimum first time through. Dodgers go 1 for 9 against Webb. And 3 strikeouts for Logan Webb. High strike percentage. And this time around against Betts, Ronnie gets ahead of him.
Second time around, maybe using that secondary pitches a little more. He's thrown his 2-seamer 50% of the time so far. Good change up there by Webb.
That is the third swing and miss. And boy, that didn't miss by much. Posey setting up outside, 1-2 the count.
Just love Webb, close pitch, no reaction.
Back quickly, and another base hit. Mookie Betts delivers one into the same spot. Yeah, lightning quick bat of Mookie Betts. He's 2 for 2 today. That's the only 2 Dodger hits. That gives us a chance to take a look at today's odds, powered by DraftKings Sportsbook. Combined runs, the over-under is 7. Feels pretty solid right about now. You're going to see the best pitchers that these 2 teams have in this Game 5. Winner advances. If it is the Giants, they'll stay in San Francisco to host the Braves on Saturday. If it is the Dodgers who win today, they will travel to Atlanta, and the NLCS will start in Atlanta on Saturday.
No, the Dodgers won 106 games, but the wild card cannot be the home team in the league championship series.
Protects the division champions. And these 2 teams, the Giants and the Dodgers, had the 2 best records in all of baseball. Corey Seager now. Little tapper. And easy tag by Flores. Betts does advance, so there is out number 1. Works like a bunt for Seager. And the Dodgers have their first runner in scoring position of the night.
Mookie.
Brings up Trey Turner, the National League batting champion this season. Also had the highest batting average in the majors. Started his year with the Nationals. And then he and Max Scherzer traded to LA, trade deadline deal in July. Turner takes a slider for a strike.
Turner drove in the first Dodger run in Game 4 when he knocked in Seager.
The Turners are 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. The rest of the team 9 for 30. Trey Turner with just 3 hits thus far in the division series, and he bounced into a double play last time up. Back to the mound. Webb will hurry it over to first, and there is out number 2. Very weak contact by Seager and Trey Turner. And Mookie Betts stays put at second base. There are 2 outs in the 4th.
2 ground balls off the bat of Turner. First one for a double play. This one just hit meekly back to Webb. Mookie was thinking of going to third, and Webb never looked at him, and he probably could have gone, but he wanted to be extra careful.
Betts with great speed at second base. Scoreless game here in the 4th. And Will Smith, who has delivered so many clutch moments for the Dodgers in his brief tenure in the big leagues. Webb's first pitch, swung on, fouled away. He started it with a slider again.
Well, everyone in the league knows that Smith is a great fastball hitter. They try to get ahead of him with breaking balls, but right now in this series, I don't know if you feel the same way, Brian, Smith feels like their most dangerous hitter.
Yes, he's got 6 hits. He's hit 5 homers against the Giants this year, 2 of those coming here in the postseason. Had one in LA, had one in Game 2 here at Oracle Park. Big power, had 25 homers this year to lead all National League catchers. Taylor, Lux, and Betts for the Dodgers, all throwing well. Ruff, Bryant, and Yastrzemski for the Giants also all throw the ball well. Yastrzemski, a very good arm. Bryant has the best arm of the 3. Swing and a miss.
Looking for the offense, though. That is not their best defensive outfield. Duggar, Slater, Wade Jr. Good breaking pitch. Right on the corner, Smith.
Dave Roberts imploring his hitters to lay off. Don't chase those pitches, but there's something to them. Easier said
What if
than
Trout
done.
went to the Dodgers?
Late break. Here's a 1-2. Way outside.
That would have been cool.
Just see how far he'd go. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Buster Posey, for the most part, is calling this game. It's like a computer back there for the Giants. I wonder if those 2 out off the zone sliders have set up a fastball.
Posey so calm. 2-2 the count on Will Smith. Betts a runner at second. And did he go? He did not. No appeal. Checks his swing, and Smith, a good take. That's the one that'll get the Giants' attention right there.
Good job by Smith. So strong.
First 3-ball count of the night for Logan Webb. He's given up 2 hits, both to that man, Mookie Betts. He's ready to run. And he'll be on the move on the crack of the bat. No score. Game 5. Smith in a 3-2 count. And Webb deals, and that's outside, ball 4. Smith did a good job. A correction there after he bit on the first one. Webb stayed with that slider and issues his first walk of the game, and now the Dodgers with 2 on. Meeting at the mound, and we remind you, you can follow all the action of the postseason with the MLB app. From real-time tracking of every pitch to in-depth analysis of all the games. You can download the MLB app today. Make this postseason major.
I think both Posey and Webb identified the same thing we were talking about, that Will Smith was their most dangerous hitter. But boy, you're playing with fire, even if Justin Turner's not swinging the bat well because of all the great moments he's had in the postseason.
Turner grounded to short. Slowly hit ground ball in the second inning. Dodgers threatening now in the 4th. Their best chance to score. See what Webb has in mind on this first offering. And a strike.
So calm and collected. His Webb so far looked the same in game 1.
He'll turn 25 in November. And he's found the magic this year. The Giants ace. He deals. Another little tapper. Webb calmly gloves it, throws it. Not a great throw, but the toe on the back for Flores.
Damn.
And that will retire the side. He threw a lob over to first. Still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Still a scoreless game through 4. I didn't expect that.
An official sports betting partner of MLB.
This baseball postseason, new customers can bet $1 on either team and win $100 if they get a hit. Whether it's a grounder in the gap, a line drive up the middle.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've watched most of the postseason games, not all of them. I think the ones I've missed was White Sox Astros Game 3. I think I missed one of the Braves Brewers games. And then I missed, like, most of the Dodgers Giants games. But from what I've seen, it's been, like, a pretty boring postseason besides the Red Sox Rays. That's been a really good... That was a really good series, but, like, you usually see, like, big, huge moments in the postseason, but you haven't really seen that this year. Like I said, besides the Red Sox Rays series.
Critics and audiences love No Time to Die. It's the #1 movie in the world.
When you're ready.
You're late.
The stunning, surprising finale that will leave you seriously blown away.
Salute.
No Time to Die. Rated PG-13.
I am 100%. We're dancing. Here I come. Oh. I'm gonna do it all. Okay. And that's a yeah.
I'm a dancer now.
Sunday, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunday, you smiled at me and really eased the pain. Sunday, thank you for the love you brought my way.
Feels like I've been streaming way longer than I have. But then also it's the 4th inning, and like these games have been annoying. Like the 4th inning will be like 2 hours in.
San Francisco's native son, Brandon Crawford, ready to lead off here in the bottom of the 4th. We check in with Lauren Shahadi with more.
Yeah, 11 years he's manned shortstop, but he's been dreaming of doing it for much longer. We have a picture of a sad Brandon at age 5, thinking this was the last Giants game he was going to see in San Francisco. There were rumors the team was going to move to Florida. He grew up across the bay, and almost 25 years later, the team, of course, never moved. And he's played more games at shortstop than anyone in the history of the franchise.
Living out his childhood dream. Look at that face, man. I mean, how could you take a team away from that kid?
Pleasanton, California.
So Brandon Crawford playing for his hometown Giants. And he's starting to make a strong case. I think those in the San Francisco era would say he is the greatest of the Giants shortstops. Travis Jackson is a Hall of Famer. Played shortstop for the New York Giants. In this version of the Giants, and they've had some terrific shortstops, but Crawford, games played,
Sheena,
the World
doggy.
Series titles, 2 of them
Sheena.
for him. He is
Sheena.
certainly
Come here.
in the conversation as
Come
the
here.
all-time greatest
Get over here.
Giant shortstop.
Come here, dog.
Urias
Dog.
deals an 0-2 and a bouncing ball. Seager can't make the play.
Doggy.
With a base hit
Come
to
here.
start the inning.
Come here.
Just played a little pepper with
Come
Julio
here.
Urias with the shift on.
Come here, Sheena.
Crawford goes the other way, and it's
Come
a
on.
leadoff single.
If you go up and in, you can protect against this. But if you go up
Come here,
and
you
away,
moron.
easy for that left-handed
You
hitter. I
bloody
shouldn't say
moron.
easy, but he's going to be late
Come on.
all the time on that pitch or swing through it. So that really is the only direction that ball's going to go.
And a man on for Chris Bryant, who's been hot. After a dreadful finish to the year at the plate, Bryant really
Sheena, you are a
has it going
moron.
here in the division series.
Moron and a half.
And an infield hit his last time up, now 7 hits in the NLDS. He's 7
You
for
coming?
13.
You coming?
So, Ronnie, we talked about the
You coming?
openers,
Give me.
Knable and Gratterall. Let's dive in a little bit now to Urias. And I'm not talking about the stats and how it plays out in the matchups and
Hey,
getting
Sheena.
him in the
Sheena.
bulk area of the game, but the
Stop
human
sniffing
side
the
of this
food.
thing, coming out of the bullpen, knowing he's got some innings to pitch here
Come here.
in this game 5.
Come here, Sheena.
Ball kept in front of him by Will Smith. You want to talk about the human side of the game in 2021? Is that what you want to do?
Just a few moments, Ron.
You know,
Sheena, come cuddle.
for the front office to make
Sheena.
a choice that's
Where you
surely
going?
opened itself up to
Hey.
criticism, not that they care.
Sheena.
But
Fucking
in a way,
idiot.
you have to be at 25 years old disappointed that you don't get the ball in one of the biggest starts you'll ever have in your career. And he's already had a lot of big moments. Has to be disappointing at first, but that's why you have a coaching staff. That's why you got a pitching coach. Keep reassuring you. That's why you have teammates to tell him that he is the best pitcher probably in the game to survive this kind of change.
A 20-game winner this year.
Julio Urias is not the best pitcher in the game. I'm sorry. He's good, but he's not the best pitcher in the game.
On Julio Urias.
296 ERA, though. That's really damn good. I didn't know it was that low.
So like Logan Webb, Urias is a 3-pitch pitcher as well.
The fact that they didn't even have him start today, though, is kind of just like, why?
And they are all exceptional.
They are. One of the things about Julio, since he's been up in the major leagues, just a big power arm, can reach 95 plus, but has always had the control of a much older pitcher. Remember, he came up to the big leagues when he was 19 years old. 25 years old, 7 postseason wins.
He just turned 25, by the way, in August. So he's a young 25 from Culiacan, Mexico. Chris Bryant at the plate. The 2-1 is down and in. 3 balls and a strike.
Urias, you can just tell by his body language, lots of confidence. See the postseason wins before the age of 26. The great Bumgarner, of course, Hall of Famer Palmer.
Hitters count. Crawford, the runner at first. And Bryant takes a strike. Didn't like it. He is barking mad at Doug Eddings.
I think he feels there were two pitches in this at-bat that were called strikes that he didn't believe they were. First was the slider, and then the second, curveball here. Big top to bottom. And he thought that was low.
Smith framed it well.
I agree with him.
Urias got a call. Now it's 3-2. Shift is on. Three infielders on the left side against Bryant. Urias deals and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Julio Urias comes back to get Chris Bryant. His first strikeout and one away in the fourth.
Bryant just shaking his head. Good breaking ball here. 3 in a row by Urias. And just think about it. That's how important this game is you can have one pitch change in at bat, one pitch change the outcome.
So Mark Pryor is out. A scouting report. They have announced Austin Slater as the pinch hitter. And Pryor running it down with Urias. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow, Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. It's presented by Loan Depot. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. 8 p.m. on Fox. All games are also on ESPN Radio. And don't forget, for the full postseason schedule, it's available at MLB.com. Send our best wishes to our friends over at Fox, Joe Buck and John Smoltz, Tom Verducci, Ken Rosenthal, the whole gang over there. And the Red Sox taking down the Tampa Bay Rays, the team with the best record in the American League to advance.
We've had 2 shutouts in this series alone. There'll be none in that series. Both those teams can rake.
Yeah, feels like a banger series for sure, huh? So that'll get started tomorrow, and then the NLCS will begin on Saturday night right here on TBS. Austin Slater.
Yeah, I just call this postseason boring. I'm stupid.
So if you were wondering what the change,
I mean, I have had fun watching the games.
When it was announced that
Feels like there's a lack of home runs, though.
There's your answer. Tommy La Stella, Mike Yastrzemski go in. And now that the right-handers are out, it's Solano and Slater likely in the starting lineup prior to the starting pitcher change by the Dodgers. Oh, it skips under it. And Crawford heads up base running, takes second base. He was running as soon as it hit the dirt. And he'll make it to second. Runner in scoring position with one out. It'll be a wild pitch.
Just spikes that fastball, does Urias. Gets underneath. Will Smith can't identify it. Finally gets to it with no glove or mask on. And the ball players call it a dirt ball read. Doesn't get any better than that for Crawford.
Something popped out of his glove or his wristband, and at first glance he thought maybe that was the baseball. He reached for it.
It's a thumb protector that they wear in the glove to protect that thumb against 100+ miles an hour.
2 balls, no strikes. Another opportunity here for the Giants. And Urias and Smith want to start over. I mean, this is no man's land here for both the. It looked like Eddings' foot actually stopped the ball. It was headed to the screen.
And then he kicked it away.
And then he almost bit it. Austin Slater, 6 hits in his last 7 at-bats. Been a hot hand, but he's been used sparingly. Slater back up the middle. Crawford on his way to third base. Turner will take the shore out. So 2 men are out now. Crawford ends up at third. Slater pinch hitting. Will certainly stay in the game to play center field.
Probably move Bryant to one of the corners.
And now 2 gone with a runner at third base. And it'll bring up Wilmer Flores.
So instead of the Giants being able to play their bench and surprise the Dodgers tonight, they're being forced into these platoon changes because of the Urias addition.
Flores takes a strike. First pitch curveball from Urias. Now that's why we talked about when before this game started, the game started. Long before.
Yeah.
With the announcement that it would be Knebel instead of Urias. And it was the Dodgers who took back the platoon advantage.
Runner on third right here.
Buzzword. Swing and a miss. Flores took a rip on a center cut fastball and comes up empty, 0-2. There's something to Urias' fastball and every pitch. There's another gear.
It's a finish on all of his pitches.
Giants have stranded 3. Third inning, they've had a runner in scoring position. 2 men are out. The 0-2, and that one is low. Smith made sure he was down there to block this one.
Fox in the first at bat, and Wilmer is a good fastball hitter. He got a single on a 101-mile-an-hour fastball from Gratterall. Also, his entire career has been a lefty killer.
Gotta be heads up for a wild pitch. Crawford is. And Flores fouls it away. Will Smith adopting what many catchers around baseball are doing now, down to a knee. Trying to get it low, create a lane for the umpire, steal a lot of strikes. The numbers bear that out, but boy, it gets so risky.
It's dicey.
In a moment like this with a runner at third base. Remember, the Cardinals scored their first run in the wild card game on a wild pitch. 1-2 the count. Crawford takes his lead. Urias deals, and that one's high. 2-2 now. Evan Longoria, the 8th place hitter, due next. Two and two. Flores, jam shot, little pop up, no problem for Trey Turner. And Urias is out of the inning. And he's barking on his way out. Scoreless game. Dodgers, Giants. We head to the 5th inning in San Francisco.
He breathes. He kills. He breathes. He kills. He breathes. He kills. He dies tonight. And I'm the one to kill it. Happy Halloween, Michael.
Rated R.
At T-Mobile for Business, unconventional thinking means we see things differently, so you can focus on what matters most. Whether it's ensuring food arrives as fresh as when it departs, being first on the scene when every second counts, or teaching biology without a lab, we are the leader in 5G, #1 in customer satisfaction, and a partner who includes 5G in every plan. So you get it all, without trade-offs. Unconventional thinking. It's better for business.
What's he gonna chase? The slider? Nah. The changeup? Oh, I've got it. Curveball. Never halfway.
I'm Coop Tire.
Yours is a front yard family, because that's where all the neighborhood is. So you stay out front. We'll stay real brewed, and the world will be colder because of it. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Stay gold.
The moment Proactive started working, I felt relieved, empowered,
hopeful.
I felt like I could take on the world.
Get that clear skin feeling with our 3 skincare systems. Proactive's got clinically proven ingredients to clear skin, and they're dermatologist tested to be gentle. Proactive Solution, our original system for most skin types. Proactive Plus is gentle enough for sensitive skin, and there's Proactive MD for that stubborn acne. Subscribe today, risk-free at Proactive.com, and get this free charcoal brush. Subscribe today, risk-free at Proactive.com, and get this free charcoal brush.
There's something in the air. It all starts now. It all starts now. It all starts now.
The MLB postseason on TBS is brought to you by Good Sam RV Parks, America's largest campground network. And by T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network.
What a beautiful Thursday night it is. City by the Bay, San Francisco. Austin Slater, after a pinch hit appearance, will stand to play right field. Logan Webb back to work. Little half swing foul by Gavin Lux. Lux will start it. Cody Bellinger to follow, then Chris Taylor. Logan Webb, 4 scoreless innings. Faced the minimum through the first 3. Ran into a little bit of trouble last inning with a single by Betts and then a walk by Smith, but stranded them both. What are you seeing in his pitch usage, Ronnie?
You know, we were talking about whether he would change after 7 2/3 scoreless innings in game 1, and he has. He's doubled up on that sinker. So he was slider, changeup heavy in game 1. He is sinker, slider heavy in game 2.
And the slider part of that really caught up last inning. Ton of sliders, especially against Smith. That was the changeup from Webb. Notice the different velocities on the change occasionally as well. That was at 88. He's also got one at 82, 83 miles an hour. The 1-2 and a spinner that misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So a lot of these pitches that the Dodger hitters were swinging at in game 1, they've done a little better job of taking here in game 5.
Second time around, Dodgers have a hit and a walk through the first 5 batters who have hit twice against Webb tonight. And Lux fouls it away.
It's always the question for a pitcher pitching in the postseason against an opponent a couple of times or 3 times. I started 3 times in a World Series. Is do you continue to do what's working, or do you change things just a bit to give them a different look? It's a hard call.
And that's why having a catcher like Buster Posey is invaluable in a spot like this. You realize Posey, just over 50 playoff games caught. He's got 13 shutouts on his register. He is as dialed into the game plan as any.
The Giants have had 27 postseason shutouts in their history.
Lux hunting a mistake here. And Webb misses.
So some 3-ball counts, 3-2 now. So they're pushing against Webb a little bit better in game 5 here than game 1.
Couple of lefties, Lux and Bellinger to start this 5th inning. Lux has pushed it into a 3-2 count. Here he comes. And that's a call. Strike 3, that comeback sinker. Lux flailing out of the way, and then it just knifes back over the plate. A strikeout for Webb, number 4.
Just like the first at-bat against Lux, he lulled him to sleep with the slow stuff and then finally threw that sinker on the inside part.
I mean, halfway there, you're thinking that's a slider right off your kneecap. Lux has given us some memorable facial expressions. He almost tied game 3 in the 9th inning. Sent one to the warning track. Thought he had knocked it out. Cody Bellinger unable to square it up. No balls and a strike. A strikeout victim in the 3rd. Shift is on, expecting Bellinger to pull on the ground. Bellinger roped a double into the left center field gap here in game 2. Drove in a couple of runs. Hartwood did that swing. And now it's 0-2. Webb racking up the Ks now. He's got 4. As we look at today's odds, powered by DraftKings Sportsbook, the over-under for Webb, 4.5.
Remember, he had 10 in 7 2/3 innings in the first game.
And no walks.
Yeah.
1 walk, 4 Ks tonight. There's an 0-2. Cody Bellinger, a down year, injury-filled year, had that shoulder injury that required surgery after the bash in the World Series last year, and then broke his leg early, had fractured ribs after he came back in the second half. It's just been one of those years. Only 2 hits all season against the Giants, but then had those 2 hits in game 2. He drove in 2 with a double. He's been a more of a presence, but still not Bellinger-esque. The MVP version of Cody Bellinger from 2019. Little tapper, another one. It's going to be another 1-3 put out. Webb's making more plays than the rest of his infielders. Just these little dribblers back to the mound.
The definition of soft contact.
Yeah, I can't believe this game is still scoreless.
He had 5 of them in the first game. He threw 1 away for an error. But the 4 assists were the most in a game for a pitcher since Art Neff in 1923.
Art Neff, nicely done. Been doing your homework, Ron.
Well, someone has.
That is the third 1-3 put out in the last 4 outs recorded. The other was a strikeout. 2-men are out. Here is Chris Taylor. And Taylor jumps one. Deep to left. It is hooking. It is foul. Taylor almost knocked one out in the 3rd inning. He sent Darren Ruff to the warning track in the 3rd and just got out ahead of this one.
Not sure it had home run distance anyway. Good sign for Webb always is the ground out. 8 of them so far. 2 flyouts and 4 strikeouts.
Has responded again. He deals. This is outside. 2 balls and a strike now on Taylor. The game 1 start for Webb was his first career postseason start. You're always eager to see how a young pitcher will respond in games like that, especially with all the buildup. Remember, the Giants had 4 days off before they started the postseason. 2-1 to Taylor is down and away. Right now, Webb has put together 12.
What up, JD boy?
To start his postseason career.
You're the first comment, Jaden. I wish you had Venmo, so I could pay you $5 for being the first comment. Jaden, you watching this game? Of course you're not.
Taylor fouls it away. It was late. That was right down the middle.
But it was away enough. First fastball that he pulled foul was inside. This one just away enough.
Jaden, you are cool. Of course you're not, Jaden.
Taylor, good hack at that one.
Jaden, you should. Turn this game on, Jaden.
Now it's 3-2 on Taylor. Deep fly ball out to left.
It's on TBS.
In the 3rd inning. He's had the Dodgers' signature moment of this postseason. That walk-off 2-run homer in the wild card game. Dave Roberts playing a hunch. He didn't start that game, but he finished it. Another 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Webb strikes him out. Came with a fastball up and in.
Damn, Logan Webb is good.
For Logan Webb. And a kid from Rockland.
He had a 3.03 ERA
This season.
in the regular season. He has a 0 ERA in the postseason. He has not given up a single run. Maybe. You most definitely should, JD boy.
That one hurt good. You feel that?
Jaden, why do you say maybe? It's literally on right now. You can just either turn it on or not turn it on. What's the point of saying maybe? It's like an instant decision. Yes, I'll turn it on. Or no, I won't turn it on. buys the vacation.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
For some, a second chance seems too good to be true. But with devoted shelter care and the right nutrition, second chances are real. And you're making them happen for thousands of pets every day. Because when you buy a bag of Hills, you also give a bowl to a shelter pet. At Hills, science creates differences you can see, feel, and trust. Join us. Hills, a step ahead for their best life.
Sheena. Oh my god, my fucking TV just muted itself. I hate when it does that. I was enjoying the silence.
Away the innings towards what could be a memorable finish here in Game 5. Julio Urias back on the mound, and he deals strike one to Evan Longoria to start the 5th inning.
Silence, yes,
Longoria,
sir.
then Webb, the pitcher, and then back to the top of the order. Urias was able to strand a runner at third base, worked around and lead.
I was enjoying it. It was nice. But then I was like, nah, I gotta turn this back on.
Urias' last 22 starts, the Dodgers were 19-3. Now the bulk inning pitcher here in Game 5.
Has been a big game pitcher. He's appeared in 3 winner-take-all postseason games in his career already, all in relief, through 2 scoreless innings, and earned the win in Game 5 of the 2016 NLDS against the Nats. He was on the mound, Game 7 of the 2018 NLCS in Milwaukee, and he gets a called strike 3.
We did not like that.
Phase for Longoria as Urias picks up his 2nd strikeout.
A lot of hitters shaking their heads as they go back to the bench. Fastball up and in. Longoria thought it was not only up but also in as well, but Eddie gives Urias the call. It's a seam on that box.
And one away for Webb. Webb was at the plate with 2 on in the 2nd inning. Facing Brusdar Graterol, throwing 100. He struck out. Quickly 0-2. Urias not messing around here with Logan.
Man, Urias has been amazing.
Change up. Can't let off the gas.
I think this is his. Yeah, I think this is his. He's pitched 2 innings.
And he goes right back to it. So Webb is.
Yeah, it came in the 3rd.
A strikeout for Urias. His 3rd. 2 up and 2 down here in the 5th inning. Hey, T-Mobile covers the most interstate highway miles with 5G. Home or away, you can stay connected to your team with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage. A scoreless game. And with all the best pitchers lined up, you figured it would be this way. Here's Donovan Solano. 2nd at-bat. Didn't start tonight. It was La Stella who started. Solano flew out to center field his first time up back in the 3rd.
Solano probably the better defensive player of the two.
He's brought a good bat to the table as well for the Giants. I think more than they expected. If you go back to the All-Star break of 2019, so from that point on, it's a pretty good sample size. He's a .310 hitter in the big leagues.
Had a big year last
Donovan
year.
Solano.
That's the fourth best batting average in the majors since the All-Star break of 19. Swing and a miss. Urias just blows the side right there. 3 up, 3 down, 3 Ks. His best inning yet. He is a show pony.
Man, this really is a pitcher's duel right now. It's just like, if you're going to put him in the third inning, though, why not just put him in the first? I don't get that. Like, why not just have him start? Why do you have to take the long route, putting Knable and then putting fucking Gratterall in, and then putting in fucking Urias? Like, if he's going to be this good, just have him start the game. It's like the traditional baseball way.
Where the future works.
Can you turn the volume up, please?
Oh, yeah. Don't miss the record-breaking smash hit with something for everyone. I say either. Did I say either? No!
So sorry.
Young, fed up, rated PG-13, now playing.
It's Sleep Number's fall sale on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. It helps keep you effortlessly comfortable by sensing your movements and automatically responding to both of you. And it's temperature balancing to help you stay comfortable all night. It even tracks your circadian rhythm so you know when you're at your best. In other words, it's the most energy-building, wellness-boosting, parent-powering, proven quality night's sleep we've ever made. And now save up to $800 on Sleep Number 360 smart beds, plus 0% interest for 36 months on all smart beds, only for a limited time.
Smart beds.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and...
They have smart beds? What isn't there?
There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
What if I told you about a kid who saw possibilities?
Dunking on 10-foot rims by age 15. High school player of the year, twice.
Then went off to college, D1, top shelf.
#1 draft pick, rookie of the year, and MVP in the same year.
Won 2 golds.
Won the MVP again.
Won a ring.
To some, the name is Candace.
To others,
It's Ace.
They put Tatis in that commercial.
Step into a world of endless possibilities. All the elements you need for your next big breakthrough are all on one platform. Whether you're building websites or designing social ads, turning your ideas into achievements has never been easier. What can you create with 100%?
What if I see a gerbil in my room? That'd be funny. See, why aren't there, like, rodents like that? Why do all the rodents have to be like mice and fucking...
The home of the Giants, they just introduced Barry Bonds.
Rats. Why can't it be like gerbils?
They love him here in San Francisco.
Why can't it be like...
And Urias will start it for the
Why can't it be like fucking chameleons? Why can't chameleons just come into your house and fucking just change colors on you and shit like that? That'd be cool. Julio Urias.
And Urias made him pay. That was against Kevin Gausman. Dumped one into right field. And that started the faucet for the Dodgers on that night. They would win that game 2. Scored 9 runs on a
Urias isn't the worst hitting pitcher. That's.
Well and swung the bat well.
I mean, he's not. Obviously, it's not easy to be a good hitting pitcher, but.
Gausman is available out of the bullpen tonight. Dave Roberts says Max Scherzer.
Unless you're fucking Ohtani.
Scherzer says Max Scherzer is. So we'll see how this one unfolds. Feels like a game that one mistake, one swing of the bat could be the difference. It's going to be tough to string together hits against the pitchers that are going to go the rest of the way in this one.
Remember, for you folks who don't know, there's no free runner in these postseason games if you get into extra innings. Play it straight.
I feel like Ohtani wouldn't like pitch in the World Series. I feel like they just have him hit. But if he was like pitching and hitting and did good at both, he'd probably definitely be World Series MVP. I mean, he's gonna win AL MVP this year.
You never know where careers go. Players have to stay healthy, but imagine the careers these two guys are going to have. The way they're going already in the postseason. Urias shaking up the Giants dugout over there.
Logan Webb to Urias. To Julio Urias. That's a cool name. Julio Urias. So is Logan Webb. Actually, it's not. It's pretty... Well, Logan's a cool name. Webb.
Turn third time through after this. Little rollover ground ball. It's going to be another put out for Logan.
All right, so Julio Urias is out. I mean, not surprising. He's a pitcher, but...
Well, Mookie Betts, Ronnie, 2 hits tonight.
Both on the same pitch. That two-seamer that's supposed to be outside just put the middle of the plate. So for Webb and Posey, probably going to try something different here in the third at-bat for Mookie.
First at-bat, Betts got ahead in the count. Next at-bat, he got behind in the count. So he has delivered twice with that same kind of hit to left field. See how Webb attacks him here. Third time around now for the Dodgers. And Logan Webb starts him with a slider. Betts has hit in 5 of 6 in the postseason. He's hitting for a .409 average. Posey wants a changeup. Gets it. Betts was on it. And a base hit into left field. Ruff is over. Betts will turn.
Mookie.
And Betts will stop at first. Big aggressive turn. Big Darren Ruff got to it quickly. And made a
Man
nice
never
throw.
stops.
Mookie Betts with his 3rd hit of the game. He's got all the Dodger hits. It's a 1-out single this time.
Well, Webb went to a different pitch, went to the changeup here against Mookie Betts, but it stayed in the middle of the plate again, as he was a little ahead of it, but pulled it down the line. Thinking of 2, but Ruff did a good job of getting there quickly. Said it earlier in the game, base runners 10 for 11 in stolen base attempts this year. Wondering if here in the 6th inning, Mookie will be a little more aggressive.
Feels like you have to push it at some point. So if you've been with us all series long, certainly if you've been with the Dodgers all year long, you know that Corey Seager is ready to pounce on that first pitch as we take a look at tonight's base cam presented.
I haven't eaten today, I realized. I mean, I nibbled
Seager does not
and
like
stuff.
to hang around in an
Like, I haven't had a whole meal today.
Does damage early as well. Betts goes. Seager lets him run. Posey's throw on a hot man. Not in time. Mookie Betts steals second base. He went right away. And now the Dodgers have a
Maybe
runner
I
in
order
scoring
food.
position with 1 out.
Maybe I don't order from the same place every goddamn time.
Well, he got a big jump. See the slide into second base from our T-Mobile base cam. Big jump by Mookie Betts. 82% mark on his steals in his career. Now 11 for 16 this season.
Great look at it, T-Mobile base cam. 12 steps before he hit the deck. He was flying. Big spot, no score, 6th inning. 1 ball, no strikes on Seager. Webb getting into the heart of this Dodger batting order now. As Seager takes a ball. 2-0 the count now.
The Giants offense has seen 3 different pitchers in this game. And this is the 3rd look for the Dodgers offense, the Logan Webb.
Webb deals. And Seager down, base hit. Betts will score. Seager on his way to second.
Mookie! A double for Corey Seager and Mookie Betts. They've taken the lead. The Dodgers have taken the lead.
The stolen base pays off. Seager delivers a big RBI in the 6th inning. And now it is the Dodgers who have the lead.
Little change up here from Webb. Driven to left field by Seager, who has great power that way as well. And then the hustle by Seager, and the bench of the Dodgers reacts to their first run.
And as important, Seager hustling to second base with a double. Now he's
Sheena.
in scoring position
Sheena.
with one out. Andrew
Sheena.
Bailey, the Giant pitching
Come here.
coach, for
Come
a
here.
quick visit. Boy, that
I'm
is a
hearing
big
weird
hit
sounds
in a
and
big
it's
spot
scaring
on the
me, and
road.
you make me feel safer.
The team that has scored first has won every game of this division series thus far. Tyler Rogers getting ready in the pin. For now, it's Webb. Trey Turner at the plate. A strike. First run allowed by Webb in his postseason career in the 2 games he's pitched.
Comes in the 6th inning of his second start.
This crowd has gone quiet here at Oracle. Trey Turner swinging a foul. Seager just dumping one into left field. Easy score for Betts, a Lone Depot. Home means everything RBI. And for every RBI during the NLCS, Lone Depot will be donating $1,000 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. That's on top of over $500,000 they've already donated this year. All smiles. Each team has won a home game. Each team has won a road game in this series. But no team has been able to flip the scoreboard. 0-2 pitch. Count stays that way.
There's a lot of different ways to take over a baseball game. And in this game, Mookie Betts has done it with 3 singles and a stolen
I'm ordering
base.
food
Run
because I'm a
scored.
hungry boy.
On the phone to the bullpen. Rogers potentially to face Smith
I'm a
next.
fat boy too.
Decision time for
I'm a
Kepler.
big boy.
Still 1 out. Back-to-back hits. Dodgers have 4 hits now. Betts with 3 of them. Here's an 0-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Webb with the changeup gets Turner. That's been his nemesis pitch. And there is out number 2 and strikeout number 6 for Webb.
Well, that's a pitch that has been so effective, not only in game 1, but game 2 here for Logan Webb.
Teams that score first this postseason, 13-5. 13-0 when you out-homer your opponent. And 13-5 for the home teams. In this series, the teams that score first, a perfect 4-0. Both teams with dominant pitching. Hard to come back. Will Smith now with 2 outs.
Remember, Smith walked in the 4th. They pitched him very carefully with a base open, and Justin Turner up next. That time, went right after him with a fastball.
Yeah, right down the middle. Wonder if
Move
that
it,
tells
fly.
you that Smith's sitting on a slider, perhaps. He let a few go by last time up. There is a slider, and Smith jumps it. High fly ball, too high. It's going to stay in. And Ruff makes a catch. Cool. Giants just dodged one there. Smith almost knocked it out. Betts with his 3rd hit. Then steals 2nd. Then Seager delivers him home. The Dodgers strike first in Game 5.
What's he gonna chase? The slider? Nah. The changeup? Oh, I've got it. Curveball. Never halfway.
On Coupe Tire.
need to try it first.
Oh, they have Chips Ahoy McFlurries?
100% online car buying, car vending machines, and now putting you in control of your financing. At Carvana, get personalized terms, browse for cars that fit your budget, then customize your down payment and monthly payment. And these aren't made up numbers. It's what you'll really pay, right down to the penny. Whether you're shopping or just looking, it only takes a few seconds and it won't affect your credit score. Finally, a totally different way to finance your ride. Only from Carvana, the new way to buy a car.
When you make a same-game parlay bet on FanDuel Sportsbook, you can make this, plus this, then this. All add up to...
No way. No way. No way. We did it. We did it. I did it.
all game long. With FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, make all your favorite moments of the game add up to one awesome moment. New customers get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. FanDuel, make every moment more.
It's Sleep Number's fall sale on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. It helps keep you effortlessly comfortable by sensing your movements and automatically responding to both of you. And it's temperature balancing to help you stay comfortable all night. It even tracks your circadian rhythm so you know when you're at your best. In other words, it's the most energy-building, wellness-boosting, parent-powering, proven quality night sleep we've ever made. And now save up to $800 on Sleep Number 360 smart beds, plus 0% interest for 36 months on all smart beds, only for a limited time.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign. When you begin your morning with delicious honey bunches of oats, you make your day and the world around you a whole bunch better. You're the ingredient the world needs, so go on, make a bunch happen.
Mookie Betts drove in 3 runs in Game 4, and his imprints all over this Game 5. 3 hits. Seager drives in Betts after the stolen base. Logan Webb has given up 1 run this postseason. Finds himself trailing here as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Urias on the mound, now pitching with a lead. And here's Darren Ruff to start it.
All right, there. Food is ordered.
Narrowly missed a couple of homers tonight. Just a fraction on the bat. 2 long, loud outs. 1 to right, 1 to center. One ball, 1 strike on Ruff. Mookie Betts doing what MVPs do. The reason he's one of the highest paid players in the game because he can take over a game. And the first 3 hits of the game for the Dodgers. And then a crucial stolen base. 1 and 2 now. Urias getting ahead of Darren Ruff.
You know, in a home run heavy game like we have now, a lot of times you think that's the only way to take over a game. You can do it in a small manner in the way that Mookie Betts did it in the 6th.
5 innings in Game 2. Urias was out there for a Dodger win. Coming out of the bullpen here tonight. 3 scoreless on the board. He's coming off his best inning. He struck out the side. As Ruff takes a ball. 2 and 2 now. Ruff, Posey, Crawford. Giants are right where they want to be. Trying to answer a run-scoring inning for the Dodgers in the 6th. 2-2 pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 96 with a fastball from Urias.
All fastballs so far to Ruff. Notorious good breaking ball hitter.
Urias has not walked a batter. He's got 4 Ks in his 3 innings. Only given up 1 hit. And Ruff sends one to center
Oh,
field.
that's gone. There we go, Darren. Darren. I didn't even know his name. And he just hit a home run. Tie game. Tie game in San Francisco. Game tied.
What an answer for the Giants and Darren Ruff. His first postseason home run. Yes, he is a good breaking ball hitter. Yes, Urias tried to get him out with a fastball, but that was the 6th in a row, and he finally timed it.
That ball was blistered. 110 off the bat, 452-foot homer. As Posey takes a strike, there was no doubt about this one.
Trying to come inside, it was middle, Brian. And as one of those home runs, as soon as it left the bat, didn't matter where we were playing, you knew that was out.
What a ride for Darren Ruff. 3 years in Korea, 2nd year as a Giant. And after 2 narrow misses on the bat his first 2 times up, he squares one up and ties this game immediately.
These Dodger fans.
Urias trying to settle in now. He's quickly ahead of Posey, 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, mixed with a changeup.
It's what the Giants do, 241 home runs this year. Almost 50% of their runs scored via the home run. And a quick answer, Brian.
Led the National League in homers. All 4 of their runs in a Game 1 win came on the long ball. Their lone run in a Game 3 win came on a Longoria home run. And their only run tonight, the big bark of Darren Ruff to center field. Posey. 2-2 to count down. It was 0-2, and now Posey fouls it away. First blemish for Urias. Lead-off homer in the 6th. He's got Posey 2-2. Let's see how he bounces back. And he got it. Urias. A spinner. That big curveball right down the heart. Posey strikes out for out number 1. That had a sound. 452 feet. That homer was a moon blast. Just so you know, this postseason, every moon blast means a $10,000 donation to charity, courtesy of the FTX, the official crypto exchange of MLB. Hitting over 425 feet. So 1 away. Urias comes right back, gets a strikeout, his 5th K. And now it's Brandon Crawford. Crawford in the air, off the end of the bat. Pats will settle under it. And there is out number 2.
Brian, we spent most of the early part of this game talking about how the Giants like matchups. Remember in Game 2 when Urias started that game, Darren Ruff led off.
Yes.
Right-hander Knebel starts this game. Usually a right-handed starter, Darren Ruff would not be in the lineup, but he was placed in the lineup to face Knebel because they were waiting on Urias, and he answers.
Great point. How willing was Gabe Kapler to change all of his batting order? He did a little bit of a mix and match, right? He put 2 lefties out there, Listella and Yastrzemski. Those 2 players have already been replaced. And other guys like Flores and Ruff, they remain for those kind of matchups. Hey, DraftKings is the best place to get in on the MLB action with daily fantasy, sports betting, and free-to-play pools. All postseason, you can play in free late-inning pools for a swing at over $50,000 in prizes. Use promo code HEAT when you sign up today. All tied at 1. 2 outs here in the 6th. Urias has come back strong after the homer.
The fuck?
Straightens up Bryant. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Bryant takes the ball.
It's almost antithetical to today's game that you would start a player like Ruff because you wanted to wait for the dividends to pay off, and that he would be against the right-handers in his first couple of bats.
Three balls and a strike. Austin Slater due next. Dodgers had a brief lead on a Seager RBI double in the top of the sixth. Ruff ties it. Here's a 3-1. Bryant hits it hard through.
Oh! Chris Bryant gets a base hit.
Justin Turner. And Chris Bryant got himself in a hitter's count. Delivers his second hit. Running, he's got 8 hits in the 5 games of this division series.
Gets the 3-1 changeup, stays back just enough to hit that line drive right by Turner. Not hugging the line, but closer to the line against Bryant, and just eludes his glove.
And Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, on his way out. It's not a pinch hitter discussion.
You should clean. Oh, you're
game.
back from your shower.
So it might be
You should clean and decorate your room like you usually do for Christmas.
Starts to get loose.
You just want me to clean my
He's gonna
room.
have one more batter. So a meeting at the mound with 2 outs in the 6th. Gives us a chance to remind you that play ball is baseball and softball's initiative to highlight the fun and
How much is my dad paying you?
play the game for all. Find a league near you, go to play
How much is my dad paying you to try to get me to clean my room?
Facebook and Instagram. Austin Slater now entered the game at the plate as a pinch hitter in the 4th. Faced Urias, he grounded up the middle and played by Turner for a 4-3 ground out.
It's been a nemesis against the Dodgers all season long, including the post and regular season.
It is very dirty.
Batting for the 2nd time.
14 for his last 31, with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs for Slater.
My room is too dirty.
Urias trying to put the lid back on here, get the Dodgers back to the dugout.
You know,
Swing and a miss. Slater was up there.
I still have
looking
Chick-fil-A
fastball. He
cups
got
on
a
my
changeup,
floor
but he missed it by a mile.
from when I worked at Chick-fil-A. Needs a remodeling. You think I should just like rearrange everything?
Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. What a feeling for him.
All the places he's been to get one more shot.
It is nasty.
Early with the Phillies, didn't stick.
Found his swing in Korea. Learned how to hit the breaking ball. That's a strike. 1 and 2 to count.
That changeup has been a good pitch so far in the innings for Urias.
One and 2 now. And a check on Bryant.
Bryant was hampered with a couple of injuries late in the season. One of them a hamstring, sore hamstring.
Key pickup for the Giants. Chicago Cubs unloaded all their big name players. Bryant finds his way to San Francisco.
Your room probably full of mold and bugs. Probably is.
Bryant now the last man standing in that.
That's why I'm not going to clean it by myself. Like, I don't need people to help me clean my room. I just want somebody to be here while I clean my room.
Craig Kimbrell, the White Sox. Kyle Schwarber, who was off-season move. He's still going with Boston.
Well, I mean, I already know it's full of flies.
Traded from the Nats to the Red Sox. Here's a 1-2. On the ground, Seager flips it the easy way, and that will retire the side. Sixth inning. Tallies on the board. Corey Seager delivered Mookie Betts a big RBI to put the Dodgers up. Then
Have your dad come? No, I'll probably have Dom come.
to tie the game at 1. We go to the 7th in a classic.
Tonight, discover the unbelievable true story that is now the cinematic event of the year.
Jade, you took a 29-minute shower?
Jodie Comer and Ben Affleck.
I am telling the truth.
You took a 29-minute shower, Jade? I mean, let's not let this distract us from the fact that my room still is, in fact, dirty.
MLB doesn't trust the best in baseball to just any network. They go with T-Mobile, the biggest hitter in 5G, taking you closer to the action than ever before. From bringing fans to batting practice live in HD to wireless 5G point-of-view cams and unlocking exclusive features for 5G phones on the next-gen MLB AR app. Whether you're home or away, stay connected with the best in baseball with T-Mobile, America's leader in 5G.
At Fisher Investments, our clients know we have their backs. How do your clients know that? Because as a fiduciary, it's our responsibility to always put clients first. So you do it because you have to? No, we do it because it's the right thing to do. We help clients enjoy a comfortable retirement.
Sounds like a big responsibility.
One that we don't take lightly. It's why our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Fisher Investments is clearly different.
With 26 flavors.
More like 10 to 15.
For every squad.
Well, you were gone for 29 minutes.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Betty is saving big holiday shopping at Amazon. So now,
I used to take long showers, but now I just get bored in the showers, so.
settle in, kids. You'll be there a while.
And then I get bored in my room, and then I get bored everywhere else. It's just boring.
It's your home for the ALCS. And here we go. And the stage is
I just like sleeping, but I have a hard time sleeping.
Leads the Red Sox against Jose Altuve and the Astros. The ALCS Game 1. Red Sox, Astros. Tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
NBA opening night presented by Kia returns to TNT. Giannis and the defending champion Bucks host Kevin Durant and the Nets, followed by.
I used to get bored even with my PlayStation.
And there's a step
I mean, it would take a while, but.
Game 5. Chase Center, not too far from here. Beautiful building, hosting the Golden State Warriors. Stephen and Aisha. Check it out, Ron. He's got the captain's hat. From, was that Brandon Bell?
That's right. The season when Brandon made himself the captain with just some tape.
Shout out to
uniform.
Shout out to Draymond Green as well. A liner caught.
Steph Curry's at the game tonight. That's pretty cool. You'll be less bored. That is true.
Justin Turner retired. So one away here in the 7th inning of this 1-1 game.
Jane, I'm gonna get my PlayStation fixed and then immediately unadd you on PlayStation. Actually, I can do that right now on my phone. I can do that on my phone.
I feel like this is a little bit of a move here, or lack of a move for Gabe Kapler. We saw Tyler Rogers warming up the entirety of the break, thinking potentially he was coming in.
Sheena, I want to put this in your nose. Hey, don't knock over Rafi, you bitch.
Gabe Kapler lets it ride.
Be nice to Rafi.
With one out, he's going to let him go against the lefties here.
You just knocked over Rafi.
Webb can be equally as dangerous against left-handed batters because of that.
I'm not actually going to do it, Jared. I was just kidding.
Lux so far, 2 strikeouts for the young Gavin Lux.
Lux and Bellinger combined 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dodgers 3 through 9 in their order.
I'm not
This game
pointing in
over
her eye. I'm
16.
pointing at her nose. Calm
Only
down.
Betts and Seager have done any of the damage.
What, Sheena? Sheena's
Got the
very
one he wants,
concerned
change
about
up.
this thing.
And he missed with it. Webb's so eager to go. He likes to work fast. Posey intentionally, we saw this in game 1 as well, slowing him down. Doesn't give him the sign right away. Wants him to take a moment. If it was up to Webb, he would go as fast as you'd let him. Going quickly here, and he hits it for a strike. Slings that fastball in there, and it's 3-2.
He gets a lot of taken high sinker strikes. 3-1 count, you think Lux would have been firing.
3-2 pitch. Lux late, fouls it away. That would have been unheard of even 10 years ago for a sinker baller to throw the ball up. But they're by design on a lot of occasions now. A running fastball. Seventh inning in a 1-1 game. Back to the change. And Lux on the ground. Flores gobbles it up. 2 outs.
Man, I want Justin Haley to win the Xfinity Championship. You were last on your PlayStation over 5 months ago.
Into the 8th inning.
Holy shit.
In game 1. Didn't walk a batter. He struck out 10. He's pitching in the 7th inning now.
Holy shit.
For 14 and a third with only 1 run allowed. 1 walk.
I do need to get my PlayStation fixed.
Strikeouts. Pitcher that was unbeatable here in his home park. Bellinger is swinging a foul.
He was 7-0. The Giants 13-0 in his 13 starts.
He is the youngest Giants pitcher to start a winner-take-all postseason game in 24 years.
Dude, you need to get your PlayStation fixed.
Days. Turned 25 in November. Previous youngest was Madison Bumgarner. Bumgarner had that magical shutout, that complete game in the 1-game wild card playoff at Pittsburgh back in 2014. He was 25. He had just turned 25. 1 ball, 1
This is a winner-take-all game, so whoever wins this game moves on to the NLCS. And it's tied right now, 1-1. It's as good as it gets. In the top of the 7th right here. It works. Just get it fixed anyway. You ever heard the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Well, fix it anyway. Just do it anyway. Fuck that saying. Just do it anyway. It's 12 days till launch. Holy shit.
This is a young man's game, aren't we?
Yes.
Despite the Giants getting so much production.
Yeah, I need to get it fixed like this week.
He's the only player not in his 30s.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask Dom what he's doing tomorrow.
Bellinger fouls another one away.
Because he drove our friend Alex to...
Probably would indicate he's done.
He drove our friend Alex to like Best Buy or some shit to get it fixed.
Normally starting pitchers are resting between innings. Looks like Trinan will be next in the bottom of the 7th.
Blake Trinan's about to start pitching. I don't know. I feel like they should still let Urias pitch.
2-2 now.
Taylor on deck. In a perfect world, when Trinan comes in, they would like to get multiple innings from him.
Let's go, Brandon.
Simple and to the point.
Two and 2 outs. Bellinger hanging tough. Boy, good of that bat going here from Cody Bellinger. Just fighting off the breaking stuff. That was a changeup.
I mean, he had such a good year that at times when you saw him take at bats, it's almost like he's disconsolate when he's up there. But in this series, it's just been totally different.
I'm with you. He's seen nothing but changeups outside of the one fastball that he fouled away. It'll be the 8th pitch.
Is it even plugged in?
Backdoor breaking ball. 2-2.
Oh, no, it's not. So that's why my PlayStation isn't even turning on.
7 strong innings. They love him here in San Francisco. Oh, we're making our way to a dramatic finish, folks. It's a 1-1 game and a winner-take-all. Game 5 in the NLDS.
Finances? Move your money to SoFi.
Well, where's the plug for
Money
it?
to SoFi. Earn up to $930 when you download the app and feel what it's like to get your money right.
Little Caesar, some crazy calzone, Julienne pepperoni, so tasty. I like white sauce. Here comes the bite. Here comes the. The dream about the crazy calzone.
Oh my god, I unplugged my TV. Okay. Oh no, I unplugged the cable box too, motherfucker. Well, it's gonna be a few minutes. It's gonna be a few minutes until we're watching baseball again. Because I unplugged my cable box like a dumbass. Where's a power cord? I'm gonna see if it turns on. Because Jaden, now you got me interested. I'm trying to see if it'll work. Can't find one. Excuse me, Sheena. Oh yeah, I ordered my food a long time ago and it's still not, like, here.
He's only allowed an earned run in 5 of those 51 appearances. 0.74 batting average versus his breaking ball.
the nightmare at bats, especially for a right-handed hitter. I mean, he's good against both sides, but nasty stuff. Hard to believe the human body could produce a pitch like that. The slider moves a ton. The fastball has huge break on it.
Why can't you find my? I'm looking for a power cord for the PlayStation, but I can't find one.
In game number 3 was the difference. Giants snatched that game 3 from the Dodger ace. Swinging a foul. 2-2.
So you have to make a decision at some point what to swing at and decide if it's a fastball or slider. What? How do you do that against Trinan? And that's 99 miles an hour up in the zone.
That's impressive. You've been.
Oh no, I mean I can easily get a power cord.
Yeah.
It's literally like any
with,
basic power cord.
2-2.
There's definitely one laying around here somewhere. I'm just not fucking. I don't have the energy to find it.
Well, now you know. Now you know.
And if you're in the stands, no, you can't make contact against Blake Trinan.
Full count. Trinan deals, and a swing and a miss. Trinan with a strikeout of Longoria. His second out for a strikeout for Blake Trinan.
Sinking fastball starts over the heat of the part of the plate, and just that late sink got under the bat of Longoria.
And so 2 outs in the inning. You can officially close the book on Logan Webb now. He'll be pinch hit for Alex Dickerson.
It's not behind it. No, it's not.
Like the Dodgers did in inning 3 when they sent up Steven Souza.
Which is weird that I put my PlayStation back without the power cord. Wait, I'm gonna check one more place where it might be.
2 outs here in the 7th.
Interesting, Logan Webb sitting there next to Johnny Cueto. We saw Johnny Cueto pitch a simulated game before the game today. It's possible he could be added to the roster if the Giants advance. You never know. Been the part of the 5-man rotation this year.
And you usually need 4 starters in the 7-game series.
So here is Dickerson. Oh, big swing and a miss. 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Trinan. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 the count. Dave Roberts putting Trinan on the mound. No double switch, though, so Trinan's spot in the batting order is due second in the 8th inning. Taylor set to lead off. And then the pitcher spot, and then to Mookie Betts. So thinking Trinan just 1 inning today. He's gone multiples before.
Yeah, I can't find it.
That, to me, as much as Dave Roberts denied it, that means Max Scherzer is in the plans.
Play
down the road, right? Feels like it. We'll see.
It is still 1-1, yes.
And a swing and a miss, and Trinan impressive again. He is a lockdown reliever. 3 up, 3 down, 2 Ks. All tied at 1. 7 in the books. We go to the 8th.
I am about to meet my first biological relative.
She's Amish.
I am not Amish. Why would they build a church all the way back here?
I know every Amish family. They ain't Amish.
Nervous time? Which team are you? Because me personally, I don't have a preference, but who are you going for? See, the thing is, for me, is I'm a Red Sox fan, so I want to continue to see Mookie in the playoffs, but at the same time, I cannot emotionally handle the pain of having to see the Red Sox play Mookie Betts in the World Series. Like, I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I love Mookie. He's my favorite player, but it would just be sad.
It feels good having twists and turns that it has in store. 'Cause it's the little moments where we show how much we care. And with so much to protect each day, a little goes a long way. Nationwide is on your side.
7-night adventures from $3.99. Book yours today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Thank you for the love you brought my way. You gave to me your all and all. Now I'm flooded 10 feet tall. Sunny one, I
Ow.
love you. Sunny, thank you for the smile upon your face.
Yours is a front yard family.
Hello,
because
friend.
that's where all the neighborhood is. So you stay out front. We'll stay real brewed, and the world will be colder because of it. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Stay cold.
What's he gonna chase? The slider? Nah. The changeup? Oh, I've got it. Curveball. Never halfway.
On Coop Tire. Time for the Geico game summary. This one is
Johnny Nevermind.
7 in the books. Corey Seager with an RBI double in the 6th inning to score Mookie Betts, who had a single and a stolen base in that inning, and then Darren Ruff.
That's a cool name.
delivers a bomb
I mean,
of home
I'm
runs
confident
to
that's not your
field.
real name, but like that's still a
Tied it
cool.
immediately.
It's a cool name.
1-1 game, 8th inning, game 5. Win or go home. The Atlanta Braves await, and the NLCS. Tyler Rogers on the mound, and Chris Taylor on the first pitch. Skies one out to center field. Bryant puts it away for out number 1. As the Giants go to their pen now, Ronald.
Boy, he's been asked to do a lot, Tyler Rogers,
Can you
in
get
this
it?
series. Game 3, threw 29 pitches, had to get an out in Game 4.
Fucking
Had the
weirdo.
off day to resettle, reboot.
Sheena, get away from
back
the
in
food.
here in Game 5.
A.J. Pollock will pinch hit. You can close the book on Blake Trinan.
Sheena, what are you doing?
That's the only thing, when I look at the game, I kind of question, because without the double switch, you don't get 2 innings from Trinan, which you usually could. And they go to the bat of Pollock.
And Jansen will be next. 1-1 game. A strike. A.J. Pollock pinch hitting. Gavin Lux has started the last 2 games for L.A. and has sent Pollock to the bench. Pollock had a key 2 RBI double here in Game 2 at Oracle Park. And a little cue shot that is going to slice foul. No balls, 2 strikes.
If you're asking why Pollock and not some of the left-handed hitters for the Dodgers, Dave Roberts and the Dodgers feel that the right-handers have a better chance against the righty Rogers, and the numbers bear it out.
Matt Beatty would be one of those. He was in the on-deck circle early. They pulled him back for Souza back in the 3rd, but you never know who's going to get that moment.
Left-handers hitting 179 against Rogers. Right-handers.
Can you turn up the volume a little bit? Yeah.
Robert Pujols get a moment tonight. Somebody.
Is that good, or you want a little more?
0-2 the count. Mookie Betts on deck. And that one misses. A little bit low. Extra lean for Tyler Rogers.
Good call by Doug Eddings. This ball's down. Boy, tough take for Pollock with the pitch this close.
Ah, shit, it's dead.
Old-fashioned style of pitching. Nobody like him. The 1-2. Big bouncing ball. And it's
Oh, that's fair.
and Pollock will reach.
Wait, which team are you rooting for?
Just an odd shape to that baseball. Flores laid out maybe a touch too early. And
It was
popped
perfect
out of
earlier
his
than it
glove.
went low.
Pollock will
Oh, I didn't
reach
do
on
anything. It
a
must have
base
just
hit.
been a
One of
quiet
those
moment
hits
of the
where
game.
Pollock
I didn't
picked
turn
that
it down or
ball out of
anything.
Posey's glove. He hit it so late. And Flores, who's trying to cover that hole between first and second because of the shift, couldn't get over there.
Yeah, I
in
got
time,
the
or did get
score
over there
right
in
here.
time,
You were asking
and just
about
off end of
the
his glove.
score. It's right here. It's also right here.
That was going
It's
to be
right here
a
too.
near impossible play, even if he gloves it.
You're going for the Dodgers?
Now, running well, it would appear.
I have reason for me. It's like I'm neutral. Like I really would be happy seeing either of these teams win. I'm serious.
So now Mookie Betts steps in.
I just want to do Mookie Betts. See some Mookie Betts do some cool
Pollock
shit. You know.
Push the envelope against Rogers.
Oh, Camilo Doval has emerged as the Giants' closer. He is getting ready. We're in the 8th inning. 1 out. 1-1 game. And Betts a swing and a miss coming out of his shoes. His shoes, his chains, and everything else. He took a hack.
He was sitting on that wiffle ball slider and just didn't need it.
The Dodgers have 5 hits. Betts has 3 of them. All singles. Scored the lone run in the 6th. Rogers deals, misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The ball to the right-handed hitter must feel like it's coming from behind your back.
Pollock ready to run. Here's the 1-1. And Betts watches that breaking ball go by. 2 balls and a strike. Tyler Rogers has pitched as early as the 5th inning twice in this series. And those were the earliest innings he had entered a game this year. He's normally a setup man. He deals. That one's in there. Betts just couldn't pull the trigger.
Well, I think he was sitting on that slider again. Then he got the fastball. Caught guessing. Happens to the greatest.
In the pressure moments. Who makes the pitches? Who makes the plays? Who puts the right swings on? 2-2. Betts in the air. Little flare. Going to slice.
Ooh, oh. Oh, it's foul.
I don't think Betts saw it right away. He wasn't sure where it was going, but a foul ball. 2-2. The count remains. One of baseball's greatest players, Mookie Betts. Even in a down year this year for Mookie Betts, he was an impact player. Could hardly walk, had to go on the IL with a hip injury. They moved him to second to get him off his legs and get him out of the dead sprint. He's having a great postseason. 1 out. 2-2 the count with Pollock the runner at first. And Betts on the ground up the middle.
Oh, there we go, Mookie.
Pollock will stop at second. Bryant with that strong throwing arm. Pollock not wanting to chance it. Mookie Betts with a 4-hit game. 4 for 4. 2 on, 1 out for LA here in the 8th.
Fastball that's driven right back up through the box. Solano, who was playing up the middle until 2 strikes, moved to his left, and it opened up that hole.
Maybe those foul balls by Betts to the right side influence that. So Betts is aboard. What a night he's having. 9 hits in this division series. Here's Seager once again, the man who drove in the first and only run. Look out. Up and in, right across the brow.
It's that rising slider that we talk about, and this one just chased him.
Somehow missed it. Seager with a hustle double in the 6th. After Betts had stolen second base, Seager let him run. 2 on, 1 out. Seager pulls out with foul. He had made up his mind. I think that ball might hit him.
It might have.
He's one of the best hitters in the game early in counts. He's a great hitter anyway, but he does his damage early, first 4 pitches usually. A lot of times on the first pitch.
Couldn't get him out in the postseason last year.
Pollock and Betts on the bags. It's a 1-1 game. Rogers in the fire here.
Ooh, what was that?
Boy, some play by Posey.
What was that? I've never seen a pitch like that before in my life. What was that?
Did that even make the dirt circle? It was close.
I don't think it made the dirt circle. That became more like cricket or lawn bowling.
What the hell was that pitch?
Rogers.
I've never seen anything like that.
Man.
I mean, how many catchers will see a ball from that position?
Doesn't show up in the box score, but it's huge. Instead of second and third and 1 out, it's first and second. That hit the grass.
Oh.
Seager takes a strike. I mean, I've heard of pitchers trying to change the eye level of the hitters, but that was a little extreme. Comes right back and deals a strike. Trey Turner due next. They're up, but they're anxious. Fire is burning hot right now for the Dodgers. 2-2. Rogers deals. Seager swings and misses. And Rogers comes up with a huge K.
3-1 backdoor slider right on the corner. 3-2. The slider again.
Just never got there.
Letting that ball go about 1.5 feet off the ground, and it's about 2 feet off the ground by the time it gets to the plate.
So Gabe Kapler on
Gabe
his way.
Kapler's on his way out.
Makes a call to the bullpen. Camilo Doval is coming in. Rogers escapes for now. Still 2 runners, his responsibility. 2 outs, 8th inning. And Kapler calling on his young flamethrower.
Oh my God, the fucking...
A 1-1 game. We'll set him up after this.
This foreign substance checks piss me off.
Who's got the best fans?
That's a very good question.
Let's put up a poll.
Come on, England.
Jayo.
Look who's got the best fans.
Yes!
With WebEx, the McLaren F1 team and their fans are competing like never before. WebEx, driving hybrid work.
I always had a connection to my grandfather. I always wanted to learn more about him. I discovered some very interesting documents on Ancestry. This is the registration card for the draft for World War II, and this is his signature, which blew me away. Being able to make my grandfather real, not just a memory, is priceless. His legacy lives on.
PNC Bank believes that if your phone can help you track your pizza, then your bank should help you track your spending. Virtual Wallet is so much more than a checking account. Its low cash mode feature gives you at least 24 hours of extra time to help you avoid an overdraft fee.
He's gotta be close. $6 in the other direction. Make a left, make a left, he made a right again.
Virtual Wallet with low cash mode from PNC Bank. One way we're making a difference.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
What a game. This is setting up to be one for all time. Remember, both of these teams sitting on 109 wins at this moment. The 2 winningest teams who ever match up in a win-or-go-home game. The Dodgers finished 1 short to the Giants in the regular season, finished 1 short in the 19 games they played in the regular season. Now this series tied at 2. The Dodgers have 2 men on with 2 outs, and you saw Camilo Doval is in this game at age 24. It was not even the closer until the month of September.
When he came up for the last time, 4 different stints this season, came up for the last time on September 5th, did not give up a run in 15 games, and became the closer. Small sample size. Turner's 0 for 3 against Doval.
Larger sample size, Trey Turner 1 for 21 in his career with runners in scoring position. Postseason career.
24-year-old flamethrower in Doval against Trey Turner, the batting champion in the National League this year. You could just feel it in the crowd here. The fans, they want to roar, but the Dodgers have the go-ahead run at second base. All tied at 1, 8th inning, 2 outs.
Bro, I keep forgetting about my food. It's taking forever.
No ball slings one. Turner in the air, right field, playable.
All right, that's the end of the inning, or the top half.
Hold serve. 1 pitch for Doval. Tranquilo, man. Tranquilo. We go to the bottom of the 8th in a 1-1 game.
My job search was so frustrating. Baking helped with my stress. ZipRecruiter helped with my job search. It's like a free personal recruiter doing the heavy lifting for me so I can apply with a click. Some companies even invited me to apply. It worked. I start Monday. Hope my suit still fits.
Go to ZipRecruiter.com and put ZipRecruiter to work for you.
Now, we all know Progressive offers 24/7 protection, but we also bundle outdoor vehicles with home and auto to help people save
What are you all doing?
What did you even order? McDonald's. Same as always, Jaden.
whether it's
Some
a
things
fraction
never
or a
change.
decimal, it's still fun, you know?
I wonder when the last time I ordered something that wasn't McDonald's was.
For too long, more has been reserved for the few.
Oh yeah, I ordered
Which is why
Dunkin'
we're
last week, but
starting
like
at
before
Walmart.
that.
More joy. More representation.
More soul.
I can remember early in my career thinking, where are the other
Burger
stores?
King like in
More
July.
directors. More leading actors.
More showrunners.
More producers.
More leaders.
You see organizations respond to things that are happening in society as opposed to being proactive.
More empowerment. More equality.
More humanity.
More character.
More women. More opportunity.
More voices.
Oh, she's finally at the fucking restaurant picking up my food.
What do we need more of?
Us.
Years ago, 1951. Giants were down 4-2, 9th inning. Bobby Thompson hit a 3-run homer off Ralph Branca. Gave him a 5-4 win. That was the 3rd game of a 3-game tiebreaker series, regular season series. It sent the Giants to the World Series. As Wes Hodges said, the Giants win the pennant.
Ralph Branca, starting pitcher, trying to close that game. We spent most of this evening talking about the Dodgers wanting to use an opener, and using an opener in Knebel. The game is in the hand of the closers now.
Donovan Solano will bat.
I need to lose weight and clean my room and stop smoking.
With all of the drama and all of the history that the Giants and the Dodgers boast, and all of the pain they've inflicted upon each other, it's going to come down to a team that will win this game in their final at-bat here tonight. Jansen starts the 8th. Solano, Ruff, and Posey coming up for San Francisco. And the first one misses down and in. How about Camilo Doval coming on? 1 pitch, gets the last out. Retires Trey Turner. And the Dodgers strand 2. The total board is identical right now. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors, 5 left on for both teams.
Versus Jansen, the hitters in this inning, coming up this inning, Solano 1 for 5, Ruff 1 for 2, and Posey 29 at bats, 9 hits, 109 wins, tied here at 1-1 with those 6 hits like you were talking about. Can it get any closer for these two teams over the course of 6 months plus? Can't.
1 ball, 1 strike. Solano pulls one, caught at third base. Justin Turner guarding the line. Makes the play for out number 1. Solano lines out. Well positioned, the Dodgers.
100 years from now when they're still playing baseball, no
I'm about to
doubt
roll a point.
late in the game will still be the way infielders play. Hugging that line with Turner. Steals a hit.
You okay, dog?
Here's Darren Ruff. He's the reason we're tied. Hit a long home run in the 6th inning with 1 out. Straightaway center field. They're all on the top rail now, both sides. Jansen with that little hitch. And Ruff takes a strike. Jansen has added to his repertoire this year. He has resumed his dominant closer's role now. It was getting shaky for him the last few years. Was not willing to get off just the cutter.
A little stubborn to change, right? That happens when you've had so much success.
He's added that slider and a sinking fastball. Take you back, 6th inning. Ruff against Urias. No doubter. Got to enjoy that jog all the way around. It's the longest home run of the postseason thus far at 452 feet. Here's the 1-1. A strike in there. Jansen gets ahead of him 1-2. Those are the swing pitches in a count, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And the young Will Smith, nice frame of this pitch. Cutter outside. Watch how he snaps it back into the strike zone. Subtle, quiet, just enough maybe to get the call.
1-2 the count. 1 out of the 8th. And Ruff takes a ball. It didn't miss by much. That was that slider that Jansen has added. It's got break, and it's a bit of a change of pace pitch off his cut fastball.
Your order is on the way.
One thing since watching the appearances of Jansen, not seen him throw that pitch twice in a row.
Game is tied at 1 in the 8th. 2-2 the count on Darren Ruff. And Ruff rolls over 1 foul.
And he does. Not predictable anymore for hitters versus Kenley Jansen. Like most closers, he had a stretch where he struggled. 3 straight blown saves in the middle of July.
What'd you order?
And since then,
it was 3 double
only
cheeseburgers
13
and a
hits in
fucking
30
6-piece.
2/3 innings, 17 for 17 in saves.
Treinen and Jansen as formidable as it gets. 2 at the end of the game. Do it again, another 2-2. And Ruff swings and misses. Down he goes. Kenley Jansen makes the big pitch. Picks up his first strikeout. And 2 men are out here in the 9th.
2 breaking the balls away. Good cutter away, and then comes in with that power fastball. Right up and in on Ruff. Nothing he could do with that, foul tipped into the glove of Will Smith. In that position, there's nothing you could do with that fastball from Jansen.
So now 2 gone here in the Giants' 8th.
Why do you want to know, Jaden, so you can judge me for my food? I have a problem,
Giants, you
Jaden.
could not have a better hitter at the plate.
I have an eating problem and a smoking problem.
Years. And a rejuvenated season in 21. And Jansen starts him with that slider. No batter has faced Jansen more than Buster Posey. 29 at-bats. He's got 9 hits.
No. Well, you're nice, Jaden.
No balls and a strike. Count even to 1-1.
It's after
Posey
midnight
started
now.
this postseason in Game 1 with a 2-run home run off Walker Buehler.
Not in
to right field.
San Francisco. It's 9:01 in San
Career
Francisco.
310 hitter. 9 for 29. Had a memorable moment in a Division Series Game 5 in a winner-go-home game in Cincinnati. Back in 2012, he hit a grand slam on Matt Latos. Ready for a 1-1. Jansen deals. Posey takes a ball.
Most of Posey's hits in this series have come to right field, including that homer.
Looking ahead to the 9th inning. The Dodgers will have Will Smith, Justin Turner, and Gavin Lux scheduled to hit. Camilo Doval is in the game. He looks pretty stressed. Man with a slow heartbeat. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, 8th inning. And Posey takes a strike. Jansen just working the edges. Posey thought it was away. 2-2 now on the Giant catcher.
High curveball. Eddings gives the call to Jansen. Posey was right. Ball's off the plate.
Will Smith flashing the signs. Jansen's got the one he wants. Going to his bread and butter here. 2-2 the count on Posey. And Posey in the air, left field. It is hooking. It is going to end up in the seats. A foul ball. A cutter from Jansen, and Posey way out in front.
Started too early. Here's where the thinking game goes. On Jansen on the mound. How is he going to counter that swing by Posey way up in front of that fastball? Obviously guessing for that pitch. He's going to come back with another hard breaking ball. He's already thrown 2 to Posey in this at bat. Selection 3, the 2-seamer inside.
The pitch that he's added. 2-2.
All right, my food has been delivered.
And misses. Kenley Jansen strikes out Posey. A 1-2-3 inning.
All right, I'm going to get my food.
Order in the bottom of the 8th. Here we go to the 9th. Back-to-back Ks for Jansen.
Excuse me, friend.
Dodgers coming to bat. Tied at 1. Game 5.
You could spend half an hour preparing for the half-hour status meeting. Or you could cancel the meeting and share updates in Slack instead. It's where your whole team is in one place so everyone can stay up to date. Slack, where the future works.
Raw power is an iron fist. Ram power puts it in a velvet glove. Raw power lifts with its legs. Ram power also lifts with its brains. Raw power gets it done. Ram power does what's never been done before by anyone. Discover Ram Power during Ram Power Days.
During Ram Power Days, get 0% financing for 72 months on most 2021 Ram 1500 Crew Cab models.
The verdict is in. Audiences are cheering for the #1 movie in the world.
Bond. James Bond.
Go see it on the biggest screen you can find.
You were excellent.
You too.
No Time to Die. Rated PG-13.
There's something I want to ask you.
Oh,
The new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced iPhone camera ever, and I got it at T-Mobile.
I thought you were going to talk about forever.
This is a value that lasts forever, because when you get the new iPhone at T-Mobile, trade-in value is locked in.
So we can always have a new iPhone?
Yes. So, what do you say? Switch to T-Mobile with me?
Yes.
We're going to T-Mobile!
Fall in love with iPhone. Get it on us now and upgrade every 2 years forever. Only at T-Mobile.
took like an hour. Sheena, move.
I need to try
Move, Sheena.
it first.
Move.
Step into a world of endless possibilities. All the elements you need for your next big breakthrough are all on one.
It's probably cold by now, that's why I microwaved it.
Whether you're building websites or designing social ads, turning your ideas into achievements has never been easier. What can you create with 100% Shutterstock?
The 2021 National League Division Series on TBS is presented by Good Sam. What a ball game. What a moment in front of us, folks. All tied at 1, 9th inning. Dodgers coming up. Brian Anderson with Ron Darling. Lauren Shahadi, great to have you with us. Honored to be here for this. Camilo Doval, first pitch is in there for a strike. Will Smith starts at 4. Los
Delicious
Angeles.
as always.
Justin Turner to follow, then Gavin Lux. Game is tied at 1, each club with 6 hits. It's been tied since the 6th. Doval threw 1 pitch in the 8th inning, got a fly ball to right from Trey Turner to end the inning, and the Dodgers stranded 2.
No shit, still tied. Yeah, it's in the top of the 9th.
Will Smith clutches it gets 9 of his 27 coming in the 8th inning later. Ball inside. 2-1 to count. Jake McGee had been closing
So we might be
games
talking about some extra innings baseball
all
here.
year for the Giants. The former Dodger, an oblique injury, knocked him out for about 3+ weeks. Doval, who had been up and down on a number of occasions, has come back and settled that role. As Smith on the ground got jammed. Crawford across the diamond in time for out number 1. So 1 away here in the 9th inning. Dodgers have won 5 consecutive elimination games.
Should have got KFC. Well, you also got to realize
9-6.
McDonald's is really the only place that's open late at
5
night,
of those
too,
9 wins on the road. And those 5 straight elimination games, the 6th longest streak in Major League Baseball history. The Giants actually owned the longest in their great run, 2012 to 16. They had won 10 straight elimination games. Here's Justin Turner. And he Doval drills him with the first pitch. And there is the go-ahead run with 1 out.
They just hit,
Well,
they just hit Justin
Doval
Turner.
had to go down 4 different stints. It's because he had some control issues. He hasn't had them in a month, but misses here to Turner. In this kind of game, a hit by pitch, there's a rally as Alex Wood gets loose.
Both of the Game 3 starters are visible in the bullpens right now. Wood and Max Scherzer. Here's Gavin Lux. The ball came on in that 1-0 game in Game 3 at the last 6 outs. Scherzer gave up the home run to Longoria. It was a 1-0 Giants win. Lux almost hit 1 out. He sent one to the track into the wind. When he hit it, he thought he knocked it out to tie the game. And that was against Doval.
And because of those 2 shutouts against the Dodgers offense, that's why Lux is in the lineup at all, to instill some offense into this Dodger lineup.
Logan Webb started, was excellent, 7 innings. Dodgers went with the opener, 2 relievers in each of the first 2 innings, Knebel and Gratterall.
I mean, this is a hard-fought game. Whoever wins this really does deserve it, honestly.
Run at first and Turner. Doval deals a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gavin Lux. Nasty slider from Camilo Doval.
Throws close to 100 and has control of this breaking ball. That's why he's been so good in September and October.
You should do this for all sporting events, all big sporting events, because a lot of people like me are in different countries, and it's not easy to watch games. Love the play-by-play. Yeah, no problem. I like doing these streams. You probably don't watch NASCAR, because you said you're in a different country, but that's mainly what I stream. Like, when I stream stuff like this, with this format where I have, like, the TV and this up, that's usually, like, NASCAR that I'm doing that on. But, I like doing it for baseball, too. Big baseball fan. And yeah, that's the thing. Some people don't have cable or they live in a different country. So I always like to do this because, yeah, I can't show the broadcast entirely, or else I get, like, sued or some shit, or, like, my ass beat. But, like, I could have the audio, and then, you know, have, like, the scoreboard and shit.
Do it again. Another 2-2 from Duvall. Lux on the ground. That's through for a base hit. Turner will stop at second. Gavin Lux delivers with a 2-strike single to right. What a big at-bat that was for Lux. 2 on now.
The audio's good enough for you, bro? Yeah, exactly.
Andrew Bailey is on his way.
Just a fastball up in the strike zone. After a lot of sliders from Doval to Gavin Lux, and he finds a hole.
Lux rewarding his manager for putting him in the lineup. Meeting at the mound, Andrew Bailey with the interpreter Nick Ortiz. And giving the game plan here to Camilo Doval with Cody Bellinger coming up.
Heart's beating now.
Sheena, stop. All right,
Forget
stop.
Tomorrow, game
Sheena,
1
move.
of the American League Championship Series. It's presented by Loan Depot, the Red Sox, and the Astros. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. All games also on ESPN Radio, and the full postseason schedule available at MLB.com. Screws are tightening in the 9th inning in San Francisco. 2-men aboard. Go ahead run at second base. And Cody Bellinger stepping in for LA.
$14 for 86 with runners in scoring position this summer. All of
These
that
nuggets
erased
are bad.
with a base hit here.
They taste like stale.
No ball miss. Went back to that slider. Starting to get a little shaky here. If you're the Giants and Doval, not that you can't get it back, but there's a moment in here. Bellinger roped a double into the gap in left center field in game 2. He drove in a pair. Turner, a below average runner at second base. Best arm in the outfield in right field. In Slater. A swing and a miss.
McDonald's style.
Another slider from Doval.
Yeah.
And they're staying with the breaking stuff.
Probably made it a while ago.
This
And then it
center
sat
cut.
for a while. Because it took the driver forever.
Just a little out front is Bellinger. Ruthian swing.
Rough Bryant, Slater. Slater throws it the best. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here he comes. Bellinger slaps it foul. 1-2 the countdown. Guy's blowing bubbles out there. It's impressive.
Blowing bubbles and snapping off sliders.
Dodgers stranded 2 in the 8th. They are 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They want to get loud, but the bodies won't let them. Tense. Giants have a shift on. They're expecting Bellinger to pull it on the ground. Crawford closest to the bag. Here's a 1-2 and a shot.
There we go. The Dodgers have taken the lead. The Dodgers have taken the lead in the NLDS Game 5.
Delivers in the clutch. An RBI single. And the Dodgers Dodgers have a 2-1 lead.
Could this be the end of the Giants' magical season? Oh, Cody did it, man.
What a postseason for Bellinger after a lost season. Without only breaking balls, missed with the first one. That's what he was featuring against Bellinger in this at bat. Fouled off some tough ones and finally gets one over the heart of the plate. And a bullet.
I think it's the end of the Giants' magical season.
The ball just hit it too hard, and the hit by
But
pitch of Turner cost the ball.
still got baseball left.
Lux with a 2-strike single. Bellinger just endured a season he would like to forget. Is having a postseason to remember now. He has just delivered the Dodgers in front. Gabe Kapler will take the ball from his 24-year-old closer. 2-1 game. Bellinger greeted by his teammates. A pitching change at Oracle Park. And now the Giants call on their bullpen as Cody Bellinger, as he has done so often in postseasons past, strikes in the clutch to deliver the go-ahead run. That made it easy for Justin Turner to score the run.
Let's go, indeed.
Look at that dugout. The reigning world champions now have the lead. Well, now Gabe Kapler, it's the first time in this game that the offense has forced the hand of the managers here. Kapler's got to go to the bullpen now. It's a 2-1 game. Giants still have another at-bat, but they've got to get through this inning.
Well, they do, and we talk so much about the opener right to start this game, but it became a game in the hands of the closers.
Yeah.
Jansen with a scoreless inning, the ball comes in and gets that one out on one pitch, but the hit by pitch cost them there, and of course the Bellinger great at-bat.
Well, the Gray Ones just find it when they have to. And in a year of struggles and injuries, Bellinger has had some moments. Remember in the wild card game, Max Scherzer started to get loose here. Will it be Max Scherzer on to try to close this one out at the bottom of the 9th inning?
Well, he's probably up, because if the Dodgers get to a point where they've got the bases loaded, you know, they'll take a shot there offensively against Gossman and bat for Jansen.
Choked up on the bat, peered it.
Doesn't look any different than the swing in 2019, and he knew it right away.
Cody Bellinger has given the Dodgers the lead here in the 9th inning. And Doval.
Ignition looks so good. Yeah, I don't want to see any like gameplay
Hit Turner, Lux
till I actually play it myself. But honestly, I'm not sure if that's going to be possible.
And Bellinger with the RBI. So Kevin Gausman will be on the mound. He was the Game 2 starter for the Giants.
I have seen a few pictures of like
who can get a lot of ground balls.
just like the game
need one
like
here for the Giants.
screenshots.
It's 1st and 3rd and 1 out.
That was his first.
And I think I have seen a tiny bit of footage
as a reliever,
just to see what the graphics look like, but I barely even remember. But I just know that they look
2-1
good.
game. Infield in for San Francisco. Chris Taylor at the plate. And he shows bunt, and it's in the air, and it's caught.
Oh, wow.
Flores comes in to make the play, and it's out number 2.
Well, I don't know about this play. I would have had Taylor swinging the bat. And
I might just have to buy it pre-owned PlayStation.
So early that he should have let the pitch go.
I mean, that's
Bellinger
if it's,
would have stole
you know, not
second base,
fixable.
and he would have had 2nd and 3rd, and he could have swung the bat. Once Flores tipped his hand, Bellinger was going.
Pops up the bunt. 2nd out of the inning. Matt Beatty coming on to pinch hit.
Watch Flores from up above. Once he's gone, Bellinger can go. And he was going to go until the bunt was popped up.
You know, that play, if you get the bunt down, it's a safety squeeze, essentially. It can score a run, but it can also put another runner in the scoring position. But he popped it up. It's a second out. Now it's Matt Beatty. First and third, 2 outs. Remember, he was in the on-deck circle in the second inning. Now he gets his chance here in the 9th.
Safety squeeze, different from the suicide squeeze, in that you don't have to lay the bunt down. He could have taken that pitch. Just didn't see Bellinger at first base.
Looking ahead to the Giants' 9th. Brandon Crawford, Chris Bryant, Austin Slater scheduled to hit. And right now the Dodgers lead by a run. Scherzer stalking around the bullpen. And Trinan was in the game.
I think Sheena's in a
wasn't
bad
double
mood
switch.
tonight.
It almost tipped the hand that Scherzer was there for him in the 9th. Runner takes off Bellinger. Posey won't throw. Bellinger was trying to draw a throw. And he ends up swiping second base.
Going first sign, Posey. Jansen now out.
Hi.
Scherzer's going to be in to try to close this game.
Good girl.
And will it be a one-run game or more? Second and third, 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Matt Beatty. And Beatty takes a strike. Gosman throwing hard out of the bullpen. 96 with a fastball. Whitson.
Center cut. And he's got one of the best split fingers in the game.
Lux will be on his toes at third in case one of those splitters ends up in the dirt and skips away. He's got a big lead. The 1-2. Swinging a foul. Beatty jumping on that fastball from Gosman. Doval giving up the run. Still 2 runners his responsibility. After he retired 6 in a row at Dodger Stadium in Game 3. Giving up his first run since the 3rd week of May in the big leagues. Lux and Bellinger ready to run on the crack of the bat. Here's the 1-2. Beatty hanging in there. Or what a game. Giants score in the 9th inning. The Atlanta Braves await in the NLCS. Another 1-2 pitch. And Beatty rolls over one. Flores gobbles it up. He'll go to the bag.
Oh, wow. He dove at first. That's rare.
Retired. Beatty headlong into the bag. But Flores just does get there. And the inning is over. And Max Scherzer is coming in. And the Los Angeles Dodgers, courtesy of a Cody Bellinger RBI single, have a 2-1 lead. Boy, a close play here at first base. Beatty sprinting down that line, and I mean by inches.
I guess Flores didn't trust the transfer from himself to Gosman, decided to take himself, and it barely worked out.
Them boys get dirty.
Here comes Beatty.
T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage. So let's get you set up for the bottom of the 9th here. Crawford, Bryant, and Slater scheduled.
Oh, I thought they're not going to commercial
Scherzer
much.
is going to come on and try to save this for the Los Angeles Dodgers. It started with Logan Webb, Ronnie. He was excellent once again. 7 innings, 1 run, 2 outstanding starts in this NLDS. Urias came on after 2 relievers started the game. The opener, Knebel, and then Gratterall. 4 innings, 1 run for Urias. Mookie Betts, a 4-hit game. Seager drove in Betts after a steal in the 6th. put the Dodgers up 1-0.
For a while, I thought about just getting the PS5.
Ties it in the bottom of the
But-
sixth, leading off the bottom of the sixth, off Urias, and it stayed that way until the ninth.
I'm just not
Cody
sure anymore.
Bellinger comes up big in the clutch, scoring Justin Turner. And the stage is set here, 2-1. Dodgers have the lead. It's coming down to the bottom of the ninth inning, and one of this generation's great pitchers on the mound for the Dodgers to try to finish it off.
Brian, on this date in 1965 in Dodgers history, Sandy Koufax on 2 days rest in a Game 7 pitched a 3-hit shutout. Max Scherzer's in a deciding game tonight to pitch and close this game on 2 days rest.
Was the starter in Game 3. Lost it 1-0 on an Evan Longoria home run. Cody Bellinger moves to center field. Billy McKinney comes into play first. Lux is out. Dodgers tighten up their outfield defense. And Max Scherzer will face Brandon Crawford.
Scherzer has done it all, but no professional saves.
His first one. In there for a strike. That fastball for Max Scherzer, which he added later in his career. He's one of the favorites for the Cy Young Award in the National League. Most likely will come down to Scherzer or Corbin Burns. No balls and a strike. 0-2 the count. The Dodgers had not lost a game Max Scherzer pitched after the trade until Game 3, when the Giants flipped the script. Won Game 3, took a 2-1 advantage. Now the Dodgers 3 outs away from back-to-back wins to advance. Crawford in the air to left, coming in to make the play.
2 more outs.
Balls it in. Crawford is retired. 1 away in the ninth inning for Max Scherzer and the Dodgers.
The Dodgers are really about to win the NLDS here.
Not the best 0-2 changeup from Max up in the strike zone. Punch to left field by Crawford. Almost gets himself a hit. Stayed in the air too long.
Taylor short-handed. Here's Chris Bryant now. Bryant on the ground.
Chris Bryant now it's... Oh, no! They fuck up the play! They fuck up the play!
Justin Turner had it pop right out of his glove. And Chris Bryant will reach. The tying run is on. The winning run coming to the plate. Oh.
He got it
Kill
over
the
on
fly.
his right foot, and instead of backhanding it, tried to play it off that foot, and the ball just came out of the glove. Just don't see these mistakes made by Justin Turner.
Pinch hitter announced. Instead of Slater, Giants are going with Lamont Wade, who earned the nickname Late Night Lamont this year for his late game heroics.
Giants pitch hitting this season. MLB ranks 18 home runs, which was first. 51 RBIs, which was first. Game-winning RBIs, second with 8.
And for Wade individually, 8 times had a game-tying or go-ahead RBI. Tying run at first base. Wade takes a ball. In the ninth inning or later alone, Lamont Wade hit .586, had 15 RBIs, 17 hits. Boy, Justin Turner, these are agonizing moments for him. The door is open, and Scherzer
2-0.
misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Every time the Dodgers made a move on the Giants, they would come up with a magical moment. And a lot of them came late, and a lot of them came with their pinch hitting.
Two and 0 the count. 2-1 Dodgers, 9th inning. And Wade takes a strike. Two and 1. Trying to calm his nerves. What a moment. Traded from the Twins to the Giants. Been great for him all year. To the moment of his life right now. 2 balls and a strike. Wade in the air, right field, that'll hook foul.
Oh, wow. That went foul, but that was a good hit. That was a good hit ball.
Max made a good enough pitch. On the corner. If that leaks at all over the middle of the plate, different story. Good pitch by Max.
2-2 down. From 2-0 to 2-2. Bryant, the runner at first, carries the tying run. Scherzer deals. Wade pulls that one foul off the Dodger dugout. Scherzer's got him in swing mode right now. Scherzer with impeccable command.
Hell's up with you?
That's what makes him great with all of his pitches.
Pitching him tight. And inside. Fouled off from Wade. Seems like since he's on that fastball inside, it's got to open him up for a breaking pitch or changeup.
Let's see what he does.
Sheena
2 balls, 2
doggy.
strikes with 1 out. Scherzer fires, and Wade takes a call. Strike 3. Ring him up.
And now the Giants are down to their final out of the 2021 season, possibly.
Well, just a breaking ball from Max, not his best. Had almost
They're down by 1 run, though. They got a man on base. This is not over.
Never really broke. Almost like a backup slider or cutter.
Jaden, you are cool.
On a pump of the fist. Giants are down to their last out.
Giants down to their final out here. Could this be the game? Could this be the end of the San Francisco Giants' magical 2021 season? Wow. Why would you take that?
Scherzer with a slider.
Wilmer? Dude, if Wilmer Flores ends this season for the Giants, I'm going to laugh my ass off at Dom. He's going to fucking...
In that NL East.
He's going to have a conniption.
Scherzer has never had a professional save in his baseball career. He's an out away from the biggest one of his career. He deals it. Oh, Flores on it.
But then if he walks it off. Down to their final strike.
Wilmer Flores throughout the years. He is 0 for 17.
The Giants are down to their final strike.
Lifetime. And now a strike away.
Giants have been defying odds all season long.
Both teams 109 wins.
Is this it?
No balls, 2 strikes. And Flores, did he go? He did.
Oh! And that's the season for the Giants. The Dodgers win the NLDS.
Gabe Morales rings him up.
Wow, and that's how it ends. That is how it ends. Mookie. Look at that. Look at that team. And that's how it ends.
The Dodgers advance.
That's how it ends there.
Held them off all year. 107 wins.
This guy's like, why?
The Dodgers are one better.
Scherzer's a happy ass dude right now.
World champs are moving on.
The Dodgers started this game with an opener. They closed it with one of the best starters of his generation. I didn't think he went. On the slider from Max, Gabe Morales thought he did.
Boy, what a way to end the game.
Oh,
man,
boy,
he didn't
that's
go.
bad.
I don't think he went.
It's bad.
That is
And
bad.
that way,
That is bad, dude.
it's over. It's not reviewable. It's in the books. Max Scherzer closes it out for the Dodgers. Back-to-back strikeouts to end it. That is going to be talked about for a long, long time. Cannot end a game on a swing like that, which looked to be a check swing.
During the season.
I mean, there's no saying they would have won anyway, but like,
Not called against the Dodgers.
that
Put them in
was
first place.
crazy.
And the Dodgers advance on a check swing that was called a swing.
And this magical season for the Giants comes to an end. Heartbreak. Can't believe it. You win 107 games and then 2 more in the division series.
So we have a rematch
109 wins.
of the 2020 NLCS.
Well, when you
Dodgers,
look at the check swing, you gotta
Braves.
offer at the pitch, and
Yeah, that
Flores
was not a
even
fucking.
close. Just an awful way for this.
That
game
was
to
not
end.
even fucking close, dude.
Flores doing his best to hold
That was
back
not
the
even fucking
surge of
close.
slider. He did his job, but called out
That
anyway.
being how it
Scherzer
ends.
Gets his first professional save.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm happy for the Dodgers. You can't blame the Dodgers. I mean, it's not like I'm not mad at the Dodgers for winning like that. I mean, they weren't the ones who made the call. But
You really do want to be in that moment.
that's
We
crazy.
got really, really good stuff. So I was down 2 strikes, and I just tried.
Cody
to
Bellinger is
stay within
always
my
high.
approach. I felt good. The previous
Cody
3 or 4
Bellinger is
pitches
the
I saw, I
biggest
just
stoner
missed
in
them,
baseball.
And that time I just stayed a little more simpler and got the job done right
There's
there.
no actual confirmation that Cody Bellinger smokes weed, besides looking at his fucking eyes.
It was just one where I'm sure he would want it back. It was just a good pitch for me to hit. I saw it well at the hand, and
Don't jinx it. 2 more outs, buddy. The game is over.
it was nice to get that one.
The second you hit it, Cody, you pointed to the dugout. You knew it was through?
Yeah, I knew JT had the wheels to get home on that one. Dude got wheels.
What about Scherzer lingering? Was there any chance he wasn't getting in this ball game?
I mean, he said that he was ready in any moment, whatever inning. That's the type of pitcher and competitor he is, and it's gonna be crazy tonight for sure.
That final play of the game, check swing. What did you see?
I was the center. I didn't see anything, so I'm sure I'll watch on the video. But the umpire said it was a swing, so it was a swing.
What can you say about the team across the way that won 109 games?
Really good team, and huge props to Logan Webb, man. That is really hard to hit him. I mean, he shoved it up our butt twice, and when you face a guy as soon as we did, we face him again. Usually the hitter's got the advantage, but his stuff is really, really good, and huge props to him, and huge props to that team over there. They got something special.
And a rematch for the Braves on tap. How does that sound, Cody?
Yeah, it's going to be another good one. It's not going to be easy. We played each other a few times the past few years, so we kind of know what each other's got, and we're looking forward to it.
Enjoy the moment.
Thank you very much.
Ryan.
Lauren, thank you. Thanks to Cody Bellinger. Ronnie, this guy, he's 26 years of age. He's got 3 go-ahead hits in a winner-take-all game for the Los Angeles Dodgers and had a big one tonight. Controversial finish, no doubt.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot to talk about, but credit the Dodgers. They delivered in the ninth. Scherzer finished it off, and they're moving on to set up a rematch with the Atlanta Braves in the LCS.
Well, if you think about the positives of this game, Bellinger is just one of those players that had a lost season, Brian, a complete lost season. And to be able to take advantage of that and use the postseason to build another legacy on how good he is in the clutch was great to see.
The Dodgers are going to the NLCS for the 6th time in the last 9 seasons, winning the final 2 games of this best-of-5 series to take out their longtime rival, the San Francisco Giants.
Make it 3 bad calls. You take out Scherzer? That'd be a bad call.
The Atlanta Braves for the National League pennant It'll be right here.
Jaden, did you see that shit? Did you see that check swing? I mean, if you look on Twitter right now, you'll see that shit, and that's just ridiculous.
The rest of our terrific crew, led by Jeff Randolph and Matt Liff in the trucks. I'm Brian Anderson saying goodbye from Oracle Park in San Francisco. You've been watching MLB on TBS, your home for the 2021 National League Championship Series.
Dude, this man's like 5 minutes behind.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me? It's going to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
If that was in a Red Sox, if that's how the Red Sox season ended, there would be a hole through my TV. There would be a hole through my TV right now.
And a world-class interior.
But that's just fucking ridiculous, man. I'm happy for the Dodgers. I am. But that's fucking ridiculous.
It's Sleep Number's fall sale on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for watching.